ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಹೊಸಡಿ का
वो जा पाए। हमें जानता हूं कि डिस्टेंस बहुत ज्यादा है, हमें जानता हूं कि पॉइंट्स बहुत कम हैं, लेकिन टॉप पे बैठी हुई टीम्स के लिए भी आज का दिन सबसे जरूरी है। नोंगशिम रेड फोर्स, ई अरीना दोनों कोशिश करेंगे कि अपने साथ आज के दिन के अंत पे वो ट्रॉफी घर लेके जाएं। बट इतने सारे सवालों के बीच ये सवाल भी है कि कहां पे भारत से आई हुई टीम्स का सफर खत्म होगा, कौन सी रैंकिंग हमारी होगी, और सबसे बड़ा सवाल कौन बनेगा ई स्पोर्ट्स वर्ल्ड कप PMWC 2026 का चैंपियन। चलिए इन सवालों के जवाब को ढूंढने की कोशिश करते हैं। शुरू करते हैं इस आखिरी दिन को। लेट्स बिगिन द एक्शन।
Play is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kadir City, powered by play.
जैसा स्पेरो कह रहे थे, लेट्स बिगिन द एक्शन, लेट्स गेट द शो ऑन द रोड। लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, आप सभी का एक बार फिर से स्वागत है EWC 2026 में हो रहे PMWC के ग्रैंड फाइनल्स के आगे।
मत होत बज्जतिरंती I don't know man. What's the issue? What?
आखिरी दिन में इट्स डे नंबर 3। इट इज द बैक्स। देखे थे आपने, कहा था डे ऑफ डेस्परेशन, और वही डेस्परेशन टीम्स की परफॉर्मेंसेस में
पूरा ಇದು ರೀಓಪನ್ ಅದೊಂದೇ ದಾರಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ
निकालना है, एंड दैट ट्रॉफी इज देयर्स।
The trophy is definitely theirs, but आप storyline तो देखिए, day 1 was the day of destruction, day 2 day of desperation था, and now today is the day of decision. आज डिसीजन आएगा, आज पता चलेगा कि आखिर क्या होने वाला है। बट जब हम बात करते हैं 122 पॉइंट्स की, एनी टीम हु इज ऑन लाइक 123, अगर आपने 123 पॉइंट्स भी कन्वर्ट कर रहे हो, यू गेट द ट्रॉफी, यू गेट एवरीथिंग फॉर योरसेल्फ। सच अ बिग टाइटल, सच अ बिग नेम, एंड आई फील जो टॉप कंटेंडर्स है हमारे इस स्मैश रूल के लिए, वो रहने वाले हैं ई अरीना, नोंगशिम रेड फोर्स, वी हैव ऑरोरा गेमिंग एंड S2G. I mean all these 4 teams with 3
480p play ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಶೇ ಸೊಡ್ಡೆ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು
उम्मीद फिर भी रखी जा सकती है कि किसी तरह टॉप 5 आ पाए।
मुझे लगता है, देखिए इधर सब कुछ डिसाइड होगा रोंडो के मैप पे। रोंडो में अगर दोनों में से, देखिए ओरंगुटान के लिए चांस मुझे कम लगता है, बट अगर गॉड लाइक बहुत ज़्यादा पॉइंट्स निकाल के लेके जाती है, तब फिर भी मैं मानता हूँ कि टॉप 5 के लिए हम टारगेट करके चल सकते हैं। बट आज चीज़ें ना सब कुछ हमारे हाथ में नहीं है। आज बाकी के टीम्स क्या कर रही है उसी के ऊपर डिपेंड करने वाला है कि हमें कितने मैचेस मिलेंगे खेलने के लिए। और स्मैश रूल की अगर बात की जाए तो हमने कल देखा ही था कि एकदम टॉप पे ई अरीना वो खत्म होते हुए देखने के लिए मिले थे 112 पॉइंट्स के साथ, एंड उससे और 10 पॉइंट एक्स्ट्रा 122। रेस में अगर मैं बात करूं, पहले मैच के बाद ही हो सकता है कि ये चारों में से मल्टीपल टीम्स जो है वो पहुंच जाए उधर मैच पॉइंट तक।
बिल्कुल, आई थिंक S2G की अगर बात करें, 19 पॉइंट्स नीडेड स्मैश कट ऑफ तक पहुंचने के लिए, और फिलहाल S2G ने सबसे ज्यादा चिकन डिनर्स भी निकाले हैं इस लॉबी के अंदर। 3 चिकन डिनर्स हैं उनके पास। बट जैसा हम हमारी टीम्स की बात कर रहे थे, गॉड लाइक ई स्पोर्ट्स और ओरंगुटान के बारे में, गॉडलाइक को यहाँ पे चाहिए 65 पॉइंट्स, 65 पॉइंट्स, और
Back
तब
to
जाके
back
वो
chicken dinner।
122 पे पहुंच पाएंगे। उनको मौका मिल पाएगा कि वो चिकन डिनर निकाल के
ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರು ಕಷ್ಟ ಅದೇ.
He was like, I'm going to win this trade surely, and then he's like, bam! You didn't expect that. Claps back and immediately
Godlike
now,
two-man
Godlike down to 2 players alive.
God like
After losing
2-man
one
है.
earlier to- They're looking to roll around. 2 players now remain.
So easy
for
finish.
Godlike.
Nongshim भी 2-man ही है अब.
Federales leads the charge into the position.
कर दी by
S-Power
push.
First to face Molotov. on
God
the
like
window.
nice one power. एक को
ವೇಟ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಹೆಂಗಿದ್ರು ನೋಡಲೇಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ.
They're looking to roll around. 2 players now remain.
So easy
for
finish.
Godlike.
Nongshim भी 2-man ही है अब.
Federales leads the charge
Pura
into the
squad.
position.
कर दी by
S-Power
push.
First to face Molotov. on
God
the
like
window.
nice one power. एक को knock दिया.
ನೈಸ್ ನೈಸ್ ನೈಸ್.
And now
Nice one पे power.
अरे
एक
अरे
number.
अरे अरे अरे
There's the
अरे
pressure on the end of the SK-12. Makes
Back
it
up.
quiet.
Oh,
अरे अरे
एक
अरे.
number.
Out with it. And he looks
Last man standing है.
3 players fall at the feet
Beautiful
of
पे power.
S-Power. And he
Beautiful.
looks for the flushes to
अरे
keep
अरे.
it
Too
going.
good.
Manya will not be in this fight just yet as he drops for another flush. And in
हाय
comes
हाय 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 हाय
Manya.
हाय.
He hit him with that Molotov.
गया वो भी गया. Power का 1v4 है bro.
बाप रे बाप बाप रे बाप.
Power
ಬರೀ
का
ಮೋರ್ಟೆ
1v4
ಹೋದ್ರೆ
है.
3 ಜನ ಹೋದ್ರು. ಒಂದು ಶಾಟ್ ಗನ್.
Power का pure 1v4 है भाई against vitality. Crazy.
Out of them, but no. The gas in the
Crazy भाई. Crazy.
ಎಷ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ವೈಟಾಲಿಟಿ
भाई अब जो
This going on.
अब जो boost मिलेगा ना Godlike को इस clutch से
Starting off hot
I hope
here.
बाकी मैचेस में
1v4.
फाड़े भाई बस फाड़े. Crazy
At
start.
the end of the day yesterday said
S
the
power.
domination begins.
जो most
start
aggressive
है
team है so far इस टूर्नामेंट में उस टीम को 1v4 मारा.
शर्ट अगर
Down he
नहीं
goes,
होती.
on that side.
अब AWM अपना टीम अपना टीम को उठाना चाहिए बता AWM.
And that will
S power knock किया भाई किक.
Oh, he was going to find the shot onto S-Power as well. I mean, I said I
S-Power
was thinking
finish.
they were going to wrap east.
नहीं
I
बे.
didn't say I thought it was going to be successful.
Yeah.
It's still a really tricky approach
Manya भी
here.
गया.
And
Godlike
down goes
बाहर.
Manya, but they have left an impression on the
Godlike
smash.
बाहर,
Godlike
but
can hold their heads high on the
अपने को
route out
6
of
पॉइंट मिले इस मैच में.
It's put
6
plays
पॉइंट.
like that.
opponents
Start
there,
it,
not
start it,
quite
okay.
as efficacious as you need it to be.
Jiggle भी
You
knock
can
है.
see on the picture in picture, there's
Schwab's
fights
knock.
across the map. Horror really suffering
No
against
fear
the
भी ना
arena
भाई.
as Enigma Galaxy
पूरा का आखिरी
still
बंदा बचा है.
multiple
खत्म.
पुश ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
पूरा बाहर.
ಆ ತರ ಓಪನ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಹೈಟ್
Arena.
There is just a cacophony of
Easy.
shotgun
दे
shells
दिया भाई 4v4 में.
blasting them back. A tide of lead
Emre knock.
sends them
Nice,
straight
nice.
back in the door they ran out
Normally.
from.
भाई NGX वर्सेस
That's
आइडा
fair.
तो
Shocked
होगा
that
ही
they ran
होगा.
out like that. Let's see what
Irangel हो,
Galaxy can do
Miramar
on this
हो.
push, though. Darkin's up on top.
और मारेगा भी
Moves in the front
NGX ही क्या हर बार.
line with the S12K. That's the weapon you want in the
3v4
CQC.
बैठता भाई ये.
Because of course Arena did clean up the fight with Horror just a moment ago
Return
as
knock
well.
खाने वाला है,
Troops,
देखना.
on that northern side they got some really big
Footstep ले लिया
openers with
उसने
a couple
बहुत
of
सही से.
nades on board.
ले भाई हो गया knock. बोला ही था मैंने.
Back on the nade there from Coops and now just
अब
one
Darkin
player
last
on
man
the
standing है.
and the shotguns are going to continue to put the pressure down, but
Chila,
there
chila,
is still a
chila,
little bit
chila,
more left to
chila.
fight. As
क्या
the Galaxy
दिया
take
भाई,
control
क्या
of the
दिया.
way. They get rid of Ida, but now
Rock.
step into their
NGX.
shoes. Take down one Turkish team.
हर मैच में सोच रहे होंगे भाई हमारे लिए 4 फिनिशर्स लॉक
Is
दे.
right there waiting
It's
for you.
Aida
He's
is
gonna
good,
turn around, though,
हर
throw
मैच में.
smoke down.
ULFI
Trying to
बढ़िया
be able to
शुरुआत
लास्ट
कर रहा है.
मिरर मैच.
They've been
9
on to a
eliminations, 4
great
man strong.
start, 8 eliminations so
Evil
far.
Gamer,
Both
my
have
prediction
nine,
Godlike
though.
will
They're looking to
end
put
the day
themselves up on
in
the
top
leaderboard
8.
here.
Free and
बहुत
easy
बड़ी
for
बात
them.
है.
They could take control of
Current
that whole
circumstances में.
June all the way out to their west side, but with Coops and
इस
Ralph
मैच में
still
चिकन
in
की
action,
बात करे
they are
जाएगा तो भाई
penned
फेवरेट
in
से
here.
ई एरिना.
Someone's bleeding out and Arena
अगर यूएलएफ को मार दिया ना
establish that chokehold on them.
खत्म है.
Oh, vehicle coming on up. Here come the
I
Mollies
Aaron
too.
there.
Aaron's on fire.
Knock.
Not able to make it happen here. Scarface on the other side's getting peppered as well. He's going to throw some utility.
Kick to be knocked.
Just getting picked apart.
ई एरिना is on fire bro.
Nice.
It's huge. That's going to pepper up.
Norman कैसे डैमेज नहीं खाया.
And it opens up the
खाया
door for
खाया
Enigma
खाया.
Galaxy as well.
Soulless last man standing. ULF बाहर. E Arena 8 eliminations.
It's that position from Nick Galaxy.
8 eliminations.
Of them sweeping out to the west that really came
It's a
back to bite
2v4
them here.
situation for
30K.
NGX.
And again, we've talked about it before, Schweppes. The only player here with a chance to get the third title of PMWC champion. The only player in the
But
world.
the dead
with
zone
that
is about to
opportunity.
begin.
Oh, here come the arena. They're gonna go on the push, where they're gonna get a grand
ले ले
save,
zone
they
से
take
मारना
down
is the
Fook.
best option अब
It's
तो.
just Raul,
ना
and
मर गया
that
bro.
is it. E
One side
Arena
मार दी. E
get
Arena
the
the table
first
toppers
chicken dinner here today.
जो already
They're
hashtag 1 पे है
very
वही chicken
excited,
निकाल दिया.
and
What
they
a
were on
start
top of
bro.
the
What a
leaderboards
start for
here, so
them.
that's gonna push them
What a
even
start for
further
them.
beyond.
And they played that north side well. They rotated
अच्छा कैसा
through.
gap बना ली.
I liked that
E
regroup
Arena.
of the 2-2.
NGX
One of those
also
angles is
started on a
basically
positive
gone because
note.
You have to stick that res.
See what their decision making is here, as Tianba looking to put themselves in a slightly more central
Sleepy
position.
Aaron को knock किया.
Sleepy gets a nice knock there on Aaron.
पूरा Aaron
also
का
pushing it from this northeast side. Aaron down. allows
Tianba is going for the fight.
And Milu in with the same vehicle, but the
Ah,
full spray down. What a
Milu
response coming
and
through
Eagle
from
दोनों को दे दिया
Soulless.
Soulless ने.
The push. QZ wants to try and turn it around, but Soulless has more
Blade, blade.
left in the ammunition.
भाई Soulless ने जो मारा है ना उसके हाथ में गन भी नहीं था. उसका हाथ में गन भी नहीं था. एकिंग को जो मारा भाई उसने crazy. खत्म Tianba. खत्म भाई. ULF is on absolute fire.
In the face of Tianba, says not today.
Without any casualties 7 finishes निकाल दिए.
Say, you know what? We don't want none of this. The zone going down south. Let's prioritize that instead. And
Wizgod
Razy
finish
is
हो
gonna
गया.
start cresting that hill. Can he spot out one of these players of Alula? He sees
Aru
red.
with the
Where's he gonna
knock.
take that shot? No, does not see a good sight line. Decides to back on up.
Yeah, it doesn't have the team shots to be going well.
अरे Axel को भी finish कर दिए. Somai knock. Somai finish.
You need to be 100% sure that you
AKB
can
knock.
down a knock, or maybe even a
AKB
flush.
finish.
Ida getting rolled down by Orangutan there. Nicely done, but there's still a little bit more to do. Ida.
आइडा का आखिरी बंदा बचा है भाई.
Rita now the last.
चलो.
Aru and a tanky.
मारो बे.
डालो मुंह पे डालो
Rita cooking a nade to try and slow things down, but there's an off angle coming through from Arena, who is stepping.
Nice one, Be Paji, nice one.
Into the firing line.
चलो.
Orangutan who get 4 elims.
4 finishes 2 man strong है भाई. Finishes नहीं होना चाहिए था बट कोई बात
It's
नहीं.
going to be in a 15th place team
चिंता
so
नहीं.
far. Starting to turn things
Oh,
up.
4
yeah,
drives
bro.
versus E Arena.
What is it?
T24 Uzaifa दोनों knock.
Turny K getting the flushes. It's all up to
बाप रे,
Malak,
4
and it
drives
ain't gonna
बाहर.
be good enough.
E Arena. Looking
Just
unstoppable,
putting in
bhai.
that work, and they're gonna keep
Looking
their whole team
unstoppable.
alive.
And back up they get. Nicely done, nicely done. We saw Razy.
72 points हो गए इनका.
Hang on a minute. This is a solo? A
Razy ने clutch मार दी क्या?
on the north side? Where did that come from?
अरे उसके
Razy's popping
close
up
range
on the
में
north as a
sniper मारा
solo.
क्या उसे?
When the time comes.
Sky knock by Razy. Razy
If they
solo
keep getting
बंदा
back
बचा
to
ये
par,
क्यों
but
मार रहा है?
Razy still doing bits. Hang on a minute. No, that was over
कर लो ना भाई,
Sky.
survive.
So Horror
S power knock है भाई आरू.
suffering. This solo.
Godlike बाहर क्या? आरू ने 1v2 मार दिया भाई.
Okay, this is the replay of the 1v.
आरू ने 1v2 मार दिया
Yeah, there we
Godlike
go.
को.
Yes, sir. Catches him out as he pops out the
भाई
vehicle.
हमारा ही fight होना चाहिए
And
क्या?
then, pow, beautiful use of that ridge line. Razy.
कोई
just
बात नहीं, good
picking
job, Aru.
apart.
Isolated right now on the southeast side of all of this.
भाई ज़्यादा ammunition नहीं है Jigel के पास.
Trying to start to move out now, which
He
I
has
like.
to
I think
use
it's
that
right.
ammo very
We've got
wisely.
Solos from Aurora, solos from Ulf, as well as
Cool,
Orangutan.
cool.
Gatanki, maybe
पाजी
the
पे
first
push
of those
हो
to go
गया,
down,
OG
but
बाहर.
take a fair chunk out of loss before he goes out.
कोई बात नहीं.
Put some damage
So
on the
far
board.
इस tournament में, I mean इस grand
SQG
finals
looking
में
to clean this up
best
here.
match
They
था ये
need-
OG
they
का.
definitely need to win. They're in 12th place.
1 point का
Maybe
difference
we'll
चल रहा
definitely put
है
them in a good
Godlike and OG
position
के
for the
बीच
rest
में.
of the day. Let's see what No Fear can do
Oh,
with that
yeah,
high
reload
ground.
that, man.
This is stage 8, folks. The zone will be closing into nothing. What's that zone pop?
अरे क्या time पे loading आ रहा है भाई ये.
Sleepy applying that pressure on S2G. He's got the intel now. Knows exactly where
अरे
they're at. He's got a
बाप रे.
couple nades.
Jigel knock है भाई
Gonna go ahead and
silence.
use that high ground to try and get the shot.
भाई No Fear भी गया.
Oh, some big shots on the
But वो
Horror.
भाई
That's
STG
No
में
Fear
मैं बोल ही रहा था
eliminated. That
STG
ankle
किसका
being
game
gone
खराब
is
करेगा मेरे को
critical.
देखना है.
A really
Hora
nice
का ही
pick up
किए
there
भाई.
across the high ground, as well as
Hora
Jiggle
का भी
going
किया.
down, leaves Hora now just on the one player alive. Furia want to regroup, and the descent comes through from the last remaining player for Hora Sleepy, who has
ना,
broadside
कुछ नहीं
on
करने
Lost.
का रे
He's not taking
Sleepy
the
अभी,
shot just
survive.
yet. I think Lost spotted him.
Survive
just
for
before
now.
he ducked behind the ridge. And he has to drop down a little
भाई
bit
zone
further
भी
to
नहीं
be a
है.
bit safer. Spots lost.
पूरा
gets
ही
a
जाने
headshot,
वाला है
doesn't
वो.
quite get that full blown knock just yet. And then they
एक को knock दे दिया भाई, खत्म, chicken है, set है, Fury का chicken है,
Fury are now sat with their players.
भाई मार दिया Sleepy ने दोनों को, क्या बात है रे, too good.
Now left for it to deal with, but there's a P90 outside. He's behind those trees. I don't think it's gonna work.
NT. And with that Fury का chicken हुआ,
The chicken in here, and Fury
भाई, जो बदला लिया Sleepy उधर, with the 1v2, पर बीच में loading वाला issue क्या था bro?
They were the team to take that dynamically to that fight in a way that we haven't seen.
S-Power knock है, भाई guard ये क्या आ रहा है kill feed में?
Not good.
What's it guard? Nice one AK with one more finish.
And that's what happens is that if you're just so used
Saumazul को knock किया, instant finish.
switching it
Chel.
waiting to be able to find those angles. He's got some good weapons here, but Ayala gets caught.
Nice one by No Fear. Headshot के साथ knock किया Ayala को.
Well, that'll be okay.
Top अभी मिनी चला रहा है.
Towers here in Rondo allow teams to get their
It's a
players
bit early for mini.
So
उरी के दारी
हो गया रे.
Silence rolling around the edge of this corner, trying to suppress Sleepy, but the UMP in hand gives him a little bit of confidence and the need to back it up.
Nice grenade by Sky.
Across his sightlines, No Fear does go down on a trade, and now Ayala's looking to break wide to change the church.
Ayala with the knock.
And looks for more with Chief at his back.
अरे क्या बचा इधर Sky.
HP just about finds the retreat, but there's a re-engage around the corner.
Chief would have had that, but he ran out of ammunition. Now he's going to have to make a play.
मुश्किल है Sky को इधर clutch करना. He's 1 HP bro.
They're going to go ahead and
ले मार दिया ना Ayala.
put some
GG's.
early points on the board. And
पूरा का कुछ finishes नहीं मिल पाया. Recall हो जाएंगे.
Laser focusing towards the side.
Nongshim versus Tianba.
Two elims. They're up to 4 now.
Hyunbin को heal करना चाहिए.
Another team to try and deal with. Orangutan sidling on into the fight.
4 finishes
Dizzy.
for Nongshim Red Force. AK knock by Eren. पीछे से.
The
Finish.
solo left in the situation for Ulf is going to find the backlines for Orangutan and slow their approach towards this Nongshim outpost.
And you can see they're
This might be it.
utilizing those
This
doors
might be
so
it.
well. But how about that, Nate? That one
अरे
looks
क्या
good.
क्या time पे move कर रहा है भाई Dizzy.
He's not falling for that one.
Too
I
good.
like the attempted utilization of the smoke to stop the vision on the nade arm.
आखिरी grenade है.
But Tizzy read that one
नहीं,
nicely.
नहीं,
Knew
5
exactly
GP है
what
और
they were going
grenades है.
for. That nade doesn't connect either. Still has a couple more. The shotgun around the corner.
Hi, hi,
Steps in
hi.
for it. Wins the trade. And
दे
immediately
दी ना.
snaffles that point
दे
away
दी ना.
for Ulf. He's up to 3 elims there on the inside.
Yep, दे दिया.
This guy's doing
Nice
bits.
one.
The rest of Ulf are happy to hang out.
मुझे
here,
लगा
don't
अपना
check.
player knock हो
Hold
गया
that
भाई
south
1 second के
side.
लिए.
And let Aaron
GG's.
Very good
over
answer.
at Neox Factory.
GG's.
Still is yet to conclude. Aurora, I think,
दिन
still has a
start है
solo in that
Great
spot
start
as
for
well.
OG.
फिनाले
And Aaron does finally go down.
Admin भी एक finish
Damn,
निकाला
तेरी
और
ओर मारते हैं
Fight
मुझे
Neox Factory. A late
2
approach
finishes for
as they were
Gordel.
forced away over towards main round.
Now you can see T24 trying to find some angles
बड़ी
here.
पकड़ मार के
Zypha.
मुझे तो बदला
Oh, quick shotgun here. He's got the right
Nino knocked by
priority.
top.
He should win this.
Nino
he does.
finish.
Catches Ayala. And now, shots happening back and forth all over the place here. But Zypha's going to have to make another play. But suppressive fire. Was that IQ? Yeah, IQ on the other angle. Doing a great job of applying that pressure, that headshot. It's going to be
Beautiful spray by IQ. भाई अरोरा ने भी 4 finishes निकाल दिया. I'm just saying.
In this location, as Admino gets back to his feet, Aurora
मुश्किल मेरा ग्रेनेड ब्लास्ट आगो करा
with top. The man
क्या मारा बे top?
to take down Salme, and now he wants more. There's power.
Need
with the
that
nade.
shot.
मारेगा,
Quite
power
connected
मारेगा
towards
top को,
top.
power
He spots
मारेगा.
him running up. Has the
उसका
nade
grenades
hook.
बहुत
This
खतरनाक
could be
होते भाई.
perfect. Needs it over the
Ah,
top. A lot of damage.
ले मार दिया, बोला मैंने.
Convert.
Top finish.
That is good for Godlike.
Great work from S-Power there, right? Just staying calm, collected. He had that
Godlike
nade
OG
locked
दोनों का
and
अच्छा
loaded.
शुरुआत है.
1 second
Jumps in
1 second
And just uses his weapon to take down
देख.
top.
Third place right now.
S-Power
in first place. They haven't had
is
an
going
impact
for
on
it.
this game so far. They were pushed away very, very quickly. As S-Power holds the corner. But
Wiz
there's a
God
third
with the
player.
off angle,
But
khatam.
a
Power
second
knock
player
finish.
on the opposing
OG.
team angle coming on through.
5
That should be
eliminations,
against
4
the
man strong.
recall
भाई
man. Yeah,
last
may
match
opt to
OG
go
का
for
best
recall
match
before
था so far.
position. So that he
ये
can
match
bolster
और
that
उससे
and
better
let
हो
the
रहा है.
back two from Godlike
Last match से भी
move
better
in
हो रहा है.
behind him. I mean,
Bolcha
all the
position
fights
पे
now
अभी
gonna be
OG.
a lot dangerous. Godlike on the south side.
What happened?
Ooh, I think
मारो
vehicle
यार ये रिना को
explosion
मारो
there
बे Nongshim.
came on through.
Was
Took
that?
Tony K down. No, it wasn't a self drop. Don't worry. I would have clocked that one. It was an explosion that came through. The nade.
भाई pure
Just
4v4
falls short
fight
of the
है.
deployable cover. they continue to not quite find the mark for Nick McAllister, sorry, for Nongshim Red Force.
OG और deep जा रहे हैं to get even better position, but in that process AK knock finish हो गया.
Crash into the middle against S2G.
Manya भी knock by Darkin.
Orangutan actually, as S2G are going to go down fully. These recall
OG two man है, but we have 8 finishes now.
Only a couple more seconds to get them used.
Start
It's gonna be tough to be able to use it here at this late stage. Especially if you're already
यार मैन पावर बहुत जरूरी होता है भाई चिकन कन्वर्ट करने में.
Let's see
But
right now,
it's
it's Crazy
okay.
is
It's
able to get
okay.
a nice knock there on the tops with a nade. Another one in return as Bose catches Federales. And now here comes Win in the vehicle. Possibly just trying to get some information. He gets some for sure. Pops out. Oh, that did sting.
Okay.
Razak though got the shotgun. S12K. Oh, gets knocked. And
we-
Team Flash put in the work here with Vitality.
Hey, we know what Razor can do, but he's not
Vitality
gonna
जो
do it
इतना
this time
dominate
around.
किया था group
Vitality
stage
go
में
down,
भाई
Flash
कुत्ता
playing
बना
on
के
with
मार रहे
three.
उन्हें.
The recall towers are now
कुत्ता
shut down,
बना के
which
मार
means
रहे
that
भाई
every
इधर.
elim will stick. There are
Welcome
no
to the grand
recalls
finals यार
available.
Vitality. Welcome to the
The
grand
arena
finals.
somehow managed to get straight to the center of
इधर
this circle.
ऐसे
It's
ही
kinda crazy.
होता है.
To do so with four
Manya
players
finish हो
alive,
गया.
great news. Hopefully they can
Manya
make
got
that one
finished.
work.
Godlike
Meanwhile,
is
on the
also
south
two
side,
man.
you've got
Looking on the other, and this is all outside the
ULF में
circle.
सिर्फ एरन अकेला
Disaster
6 finishes निकाला. बाकी लोग क्या कर रहे हैं?
strong in this game.
ले पावर को मार दिया भाई एमरे
They
ने.
have to fight their way out of this
Godlike
position.
बाहर at #14. मजा आएगा.
On the
finally
drive
have
in now,
attack.
gonna have to force to just fully
Eagle
send
knock.
it over the middle, but they are getting beat up here.
Eagle finish.
Sacrificing players one by one. Milu, oh,
PN
the
का आखिरी
bad
बंदा बचा है.
drive. And now it's up to the single player. Oh, he does
उसने
end up
राउफ को
catching
पेल
one
दिया.
point. So it's
NGX
hold
बाहर.
on just for a little while longer.
E Arena.
Staying alive,
Still
staying
4
in the
man
thick
strong.
of things. The arena unlikely to be able to push. I don't
They
think
don't
it
have
will,
any
dudes.
major
Not
threats.
at the moment.
They're 4 man strong.
It
4 tribes के
could
ऊपर
be
ULF जा
pretty
सकता
tricky
है.
for everybody else to march forward, but it seems like
E
they
Arena
found
भी जा
some
सकता है
sort of
भाई.
peace.
कुछ भी हो सकता है
That's the
उधर.
right play, in
ಇವತ್ತು
all honesty.
ಫೈನಲ್
Just throw
ನನ್ನ
smokes in
ಪ್ರಕಾರ
between, like,
ನಾಂಗ್ಶಿಮ್
guys,
ರೆಡ್
let's
ಫೋರ್ಟ್
ले
look
नांगशिम आ
at
गया.
Let's get all
E Arena
these
का पिटाई चल रहा है.
100%.
Fight each other later for up close and personal. He's got the shotgun. He can make the plays.
खत्म E Arena बाहर.
Red Force.
Nongshim Red Force 9 finishes, 4 man strong.
Up close
4
and
tribes के 2 बंदे knock है.
Down E Arena, the lobby leaders right now, only getting 2 elims there, no placements.
अरे
A nice result.
It was ULF.
ಯಾವ
This
ಫೈನಲ್
was
ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ
expected.
ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಂದ
They try and
ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ
sweep up from the
3:30
eastern
ಗಂಟೆ
side and crash
ಅಲ್ಲ,
into
ಹೀಗೆ
4
ಎದುರಾಗಿ
tries, but with the
ಆಡ್ದು.
Cypher going down.
Thora
with
versus
2
Furia.
players actually
The
only
dance,
one
no fear
in
knock.
action. It's only
The
on Furia
dance
up on the
of
north side,
Ajahn
but Furia in the meantime are sweeping up. Over on the inside of the compound, Ayala on the corner.
कहाँ से बढ़ा
Dust
इसको?
goes
पीछे
down
से.
to Nongshim as they move out to the
Not
east.
interested.
But Furia now.
Last man
12
standing पर
elims.
हो रहा.
They're looking for more, and a solo from Jiggle, the only thing standing away in their way of controlling the entirety of this compound.
Make that 13
Zion.
eliminations. Furia on a tear. Jiggle up on top. Catches out the last player of EDA.
Smart Veggie girl, smart.
Aurora, though, are just waiting for this.
Oh,
For
gotta
me,
be a little bit careful with
guys.
that cover flare. A little bit
Victor,
too close.
guys.
Chief
Victor, well,
now
good,
forced to
Victor,
just run out
which
the
one?
open. Jiggle with the jump down. Trying to make the play in the
Oh,
1v2.
एक knock किया.
Igor to shut him down.
hey, that's so nasty though.
उसका
because
finish
it's
मिल
gonna be
जाएगा.
Igor's gonna be
पूरा
alone,
को.
solo,
हो रहा है.
and will
मिल
not be
गया.
able to weather the storm of
The
bullets
only
sent his
4 man
way by
teams right
Nongshim
now
Red Force. Now, at the
are
open, it's
Nongshim
a
Red
Nongshim
Force
as it
and Aurora.
transition out to the
Nongshim का
north
क्या
side.
मैच चल रहा है. 14 eliminations. यूटिलिटी भी ठीक ठाक है अरोरा पे. मजा आने वाला है.
Nongshim Red Force just gonna hold that
मजा
in.
आने वाला है.
Easy catches top as well.
सोजी टॉप को नॉक किया.
So
रीफस ने
just
ह्यूनबिन को
knock after
instant
knock, back and
trades.
forth. That's gonna really hurt the utility from both these teams.
इस ग्रैंड फाइनल्स का बेस्ट मैच है नॉन्गशिम का ये.
Hits the headshot on the
Oh,
tip.
what a knock by Reefus.
Gets the knock.
What a knock by.
Do it to him, Reapers. Goodness
Finish हो गया.
me. That is a beautiful start, and this is the open.
Nongshim, they are not
Nongshim Red Force
moving.
are just stuck. They're stuck in this one spot. They are.
Ziol को knock दिया. Hyunbin.
But Hyunbin
What a
evens
monster
out the
by
battle
Hyunbin.
with that huge knock on the Ziol. Perfect timing.
And it's a forward position as well, which means that in order to get them back up, they need to break forwards for Aurora. They need to expose themselves. That makes it more likely. We're in a 3v3 clean.
और एक knock नहीं खाने का. अरोरा को गलती से भी knock नहीं खाने का. कहाँ गया भाई?
And he will
Doc.
bury them behind it. As Doc
Blunder
is
मत
taken
करो
down
भाई.
on the angle.
अब
That
मत
is
करना
visible,
blunder.
but it's going to allow them to move
Nongshim,
forwards.
the only way they can win is if
Making their
Aurora
approach here,
blunders.
Reapers don't dare step up.
Hyunbin is just an absolute beast.
Blunder
with
नहीं
these
करने का
laid-out
भी.
plays. Putting
है?
in
भाई
the
top
work,
knock क्या
catches
knocks
top.
दे रहे भाई Nongshim.
Hyunbin is
Hyunbin.
on fire. forward.
Uh-oh.
Making it happen
Reefus
for
knock
his
नहीं
team.
करेगा, तू
Applies
अकेला
a
है.
suppressive fire onto Reefus.
तू
Reefus
अकेला
cannot
है.
afford to get knocked here.
1v3.
If he does, he's
Nice.
gone.
He's got the MG3 from the crate,
Hold
though. Is it going to
भाई
be enough?
aim game, भाई aim game से खेल रहे भाई. Ziol is bleeding.
Out. There has been reses coming through or attempted to come through from
MG3
Aurora,
उठा लिया
and
Reefus
they
ने.
do manage to pick all three of their players back up on the forward front.
Ziol got
finally
finished.
flushed.
White
Reefus
Junbin.
dying left and right.
Reefus knock नहीं करने का.
Loudly across the open ground, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be the
top
knock
is
sent
there.
his way.
भाई
And
Nongshim, what a
Red Force are
scary,
giving this an
what a
excellent
scary
goal.
team भाई.
Moving forwards, they make
Doc
it
भी
a
knock.
and they are just out of range.
Boom.
ये क्या खेल रहे भाई?
Only top remains in the way, and the Molotov burns him.
Without any smokes.
Nice.
Without any smokes.
Turning the
Pure
tables
teamwork.
on Aurora.
Pure aim.
Looking unstoppable. And then
Aurora
Jokic
got
said, "Oh, you
absolutely
think you got
owned
it?
भाई.
ಇವರೇ ಗೆಲ್ತಾರೆ.
We got this.
Aurora got
Nongshim,
absolutely
Nongshim.
owned.
At the end
Nongshim
from
for the
Nongshim
win.
Red Force, a
3v4 fight without position,
Start ಆಯ್ತಾ?
without
location.
smokes.
It got so
Okay,
messy
entry
around
budget
those
ಶುರು ಆಗಲ್ಲ.
silos. Those compounds
Let's switch.
really tricky, and it's got to be so disappointing for
switch,
Aurora as
switch.
well.
They don't lose those.
You shouldn't be losing those. No, it is really
They're
tough
back.
stuff. But the open ground.
Nongshim
was
Red
so
Force.
ಏನೋ ಶಂಟ ಶುರು ಆಗದ್ ನೋಡು. ಲೈವ್ ಹಚ್ಚಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಅಂತ ರೋಗ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಲೈವೇ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಎಂತ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ನೋಡುವ ಬೇರೆ ಹಿಂದಿದ್ ತೆಗ್ದು ಏನ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಏನು अरे तेरी मैं क्या कुत्ता कर प्ले हो जा भाई ಸೈಮಲ್ಟೇನಿಯಸ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಸೈಮಲ್ಟೇನಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ನಾಳೆ ಬಿದ್ದವು no fucking way. That I see. What is problem is what?
My dream scenario is if we see 6 matches with like 6, 7 teams in the Smash Zone just battling it out to see who's gonna take the whole thing, and the most wildest thing ever if we just see like a 6th place team somehow clutch up a chicken dinner and win it. Like that, to me, that would be just the best.
Start the bro.
The stage is set. Our team's in position. And like Letty said on the stage, the dawn of the final day has finally arrived, Blank, and everyone is sat in anticipation here live in Paris, France, for a new champion to be crowned. The new 4 kings of PUBG Mobile.
And there could be quite a few contenders for that throne right now. A lot of princes down by the stage looking to dethrone. We got Nongshin Red Force looking very good from yesterday. E-Arena were able to snatch out that first place spot right at the end there with a lovely second place coming through for the team. But it all comes down to this. 6 more remaining matches, but potentially less. With that Smash ruling in place now, there is that possibility to end the tournament early. Second match minimum, as we do need to get towards that Smash point during that first game here. Very possible to do here on Rondo. We've got the fans in the crowd all supporting their teams, family, friends here in Paris.
And with that said, Paris, it's all on you.
Okay,
Let your
finally.
voices echo throughout the history books. Light this all up. Let's give these teams some energy. Let me hear you roar!
We're gonna get louder as the day goes on, that is for certain. Right now, a lot of trepidation in the arena as we head into the first match of the final day here in EWC at PMWC. From Jadena City up to Nanshuan, we're getting it kicked off here for PUBG Mobile.
नंप्लेट चले आहा ये सोळा मगन नेटवर्क हाडतन इधर ಇವತ್ತು ಇಡೀ ದಿವಸ ಗರ್ರ ಗರ್ರ ಗರ್ರ
A lot of money on the line right now. Only a few teams can hit it. 40.
For a hell of a starting point, Blank. But it can't just be an acceptable game. It's got to be huge eliminations. We're talking within the region of 11 to 14 plus. Really make the most of this one. Aim for that chicken dinner. And if possible, take down the teams that are ahead of you along the way. That's going to be a salient talking point longer the day goes on as well. If they're in the Smash Zone, you've got to stop them. Risk it all or have your dreams snatched away.
Nongshin Red Force, E-Arena, both dropping out in the same position. We do have big old hot drop over towards Neox. Every team understanding need to pick up those points right now. Ida already starting alongside with Aura. It's going back and forth, but S2G also finding some points here. A couple knocks coming their way. But 2 eliminations so far, and only lost down. This is a good result thus far for S2G. The 2 Turkish squads going head to head here.
Catch, trying to catch back up close and personal. Ooh, Kamikaze with a quick drop down. Subverts expectations on the pull. Love the movement, ready for the pre-fire as well. Oh, he's feeling himself in the finals today, Blank.
Just absolutely flubbed it around that corner there. Didn't really have much of a challenge. The faux pas coming through from Kedge.
Nice.
Kamikaze though looking on fire as per usual. Picture in picture, we got Aurora coming against Godlike. Aurora not that far behind either to hit that Smash ruling. Aaron down, and Kamikaze keeps lighting up this stage.
He's been a real meme machine of the competition. Great story for him as an individual with some of the plays he's been making. But like you touched on, we saw it down in the bottom left. Now we get it full screen. This is Aurora. They've had some good moves. Got to keep it consistent. That's the name of the game. Don't let things poison the well the longer today goes on. Furia showing up in the Elim feed in a fight versus Ida as well. And we go over to E Arena, clashing up close towards Flash. Turney K overwhelmed after getting one off with a pump, but he's got backline protection. Well, not for long. That's the flick back over. Schweppes goes in. Can he recover it, Blank?
Absolutely, it seems this way. Only 3 players here, as per usual, as we know. From Rondo, usually have a 3-man send out, and 1 player will be the backup on the res, and that is Bo Z right now for Flash. Admino moves in. Reefus is down straight away. Some good shots off right there, leaving Aurora in a bit of a pickle. Only 2 players alive. They're over towards the north side of test track, but a good showing there from Godlike. IQ inside the building as Hyunbin gets sniped out by the M24 from AKOP at range.
It's a beautiful shot. Nonshin wanted to first onto this a little bit further though. Tizzy just playing on the lip of the window here. T24 down outside. IQ trying to play off his info. Bait around here just towards the other side. He's got back up in Falak. Oh, good pre-fire. Expected to peek. That one's going to do a little bit of chip damage, but he wants the whole hog. Charges back in. Door closed. Spams around. Upsets Falak on the peak, but the response comes back over from IQ. Charging him down with the SMG.
Honestly, for Tizzy there, he's working no vest, no helmet, playing like he has got all the armor in the world. That's 12K, 6 bullets!
Right.
Can't quite handle the jump out there. Tried to go for the drop shot on that one. So easy, is good to go though. Gets the players back up and in position. But this is all the way over towards Ryan. Right on the north side of the map, so a bit of a journey to go. OG also popping off over towards the likes of Alula. We take a fair bit of damage there, but Tizzy's back in. Function Red Force, good to continue. The arena though, good start for them. We know that they like to flex out around stadium, get themselves some eliminations where they can. Already started off in a good way over towards Flash. Those 3 points are further towards that smash rule. We have seen multiple times in international before. We get to those finals, teams can't quite make it to get into that region of smash point on the second match. They got to be lucky. And if you want to be lucky at home, you got to join the 2026 PMWC Lucky Spin to draw for the exclusive set only available here for PMWC.
And it may be lucky for those of you at home, but it's been good decision making and some great gunplay for OG that's made the difference coming into the early fights here versus Alula and Ida, farming themselves up to 6 elims. That's what we're talking about for all these teams. You've got to have a big performance here, but none other are beating out 4 Thrives with the 7 they've been able to farm up after shutting down, of course, Nonshin Red Force in the cheeky plays we were seeing through the windows. 4 Thrives, bro. If they can keep this up, get that nice hot hand going early, Blank, you're already about halfway there, man. Just keep working on this, keep farming up the elims. We've got a long game ahead of us. We're only 6 minutes.
End kill, boom, finish and the
Since this game 1 on Rondo, maybe the dream scenario to start the day. Climb as high as you can.
The arena moving over towards Furia. They are isolated. Silence away. Ayala opens up in a big way there over towards Schweppes. Takes him down almost immediately, and that does make their lives much easier. Going forward, Turney K will ascend. Bullets been splashed against the wall there. Ayala sends down, pin pulled. Ayala's going to make it confusing, make it difficult. Pin's put back in again. 2 players do step up to the plate now for Furia. The reinforcements are in. Nice.
network. ಎಂತ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಈ ತರ ಕಚ್ಚೆ ವಾಚ್ ಪಾಟ್ ಯಾರು ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ ಹಂಗೂ ಯಾರು ನೋಡುದಿಲ್ಲ ಎಂತದ ಎಂತ ಬೇವರ್ಸ್ ಇದು
Related no more. Joker and Tourniquet will have to fight for their lives.
Close quarters combat. Lards throwing the nades in as well.
Download speed ಇಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು ಬರೀ upload speed ಮಾತ್ರ.
Kind of an interesting setup here because they've got a big old split on over towards Testract and Neox. Very dangerous area to be in. So again for E-Arena, you do have Schweppes as well as Mormon in the back lines and Stadium. They're waiting.
ಲ್ಯಾಗ್ ಅಂತ ಈ ತರ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಲ್ಯಾಗ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಚೆಕ್ 720p ಆದ್ರೂ ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅದಾದ್ರೂ ನೋಡು. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಲಗುತ್ತಾರೆ ಏನೋ. ಲೋಡ್ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇದೆ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡು ಮೊಬೈಲ್ನ್ಯಾಗ ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸೇಮ್ ವೈಫೈ. ಸೇಮ್ ವೈಫೈ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ನಾಗ ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆಂತ ಹೇಳುದು ನಾನು. ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. 30 download speed. ಈಗ ರೀಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಇವು ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ರೀಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನಾಳೆ ಬಿದ್ದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಅಂದರೆ ವೈಫೈದು ಬಜ್ಜಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಗೋವಾ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಹಾಡೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್. तेरी माँ की
कारण केवल एक ही था, गॉडलाइक के अगेंस्ट वो फाइट बनी जहां पर एस पावर ने शुरुआती दौर में 2 नॉक निकाले, कंफर्मेशन लिए और उसी के चलते अरोरा ई स्पोर्ट्स का अभी तक खाता नहीं खुला। बट आप सर्कल के शिफ्ट्स को देखिए, भी प्रॉपर सेंट्रिक हमें देखने को मिला और ये तीसरा सर्कल ये भी प्रॉपर सेंट्रिक हमें देखने को मिलता हुआ। हालांकि कई सारी टीम जो अभी भी लेट रोटेट करती हुई ई अरीना कोशिश की थी कि रिकॉल करने से पहले फाइट लें, वहां से वो वैल्यू कन्वर्ट करें। हाँ, उन्होंने अच्छे अंक भी बटोरे, बट फ्यूरिया के अगेंस्ट बाहर होते हैं और उसके बाद रिकॉल होकर दोबारा से आगे बढ़ते हुए नजर आएंगे। बट गॉडलाइक के प्लेयर अभी भी सर्कल के बाहर देखने को मिलते हैं। ब्लू का इंपैक्ट अभी तक इस लॉबी में सबसे ज्यादा फिनिशेस गॉडलाइक के पास 10 फिनिशेस हमें देखने को मिलते हुए, और हम जानते हैं कि गॉडलाइक ने ऑलरेडी ग्रुप स्टेजेस में 30 बॉम्बर कन्वर्ट किया था। कहीं ऐसा हो शुरुआत गॉडलाइक के मिले।
I'm curious as well, bro. The push down from Nonshin Red Force, Thunderfooted their way into the zone early. I was saying the consistency of this team look good.
हो गया मेरा वाईफाई
They're willing to fight for a good position now, Blank.
We're playing over towards the northeast side of Mehran. I mean, it's a
Mobile
bold
ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು
maneuver,
watch
right? You don't
party
try and
ಹಾಕಿದ
play to hold out teams on the outer edge. But they don't get themselves too stuck into Mehran either.
PC download speed ಅಂತ ಆಗೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
Accessibility to the rest of the zone. But this is a livable position in what is a bit of a dastardly circle. Now, E-Arena, we saw them coming in very late. They played over towards Stadium for a long time. They have to recuperate after two players in Tony K, as well as Joko went down to the Fury a lot. Just on the heels though of OG.
Mormon's going to jump out. He loves a scrap. In the meantime, the Elim feed's lighting up and the crowd's getting excited.
Nice.
It looked like it was a struggle of a fight versus Ida, but they've turned it right around. They lose one player and are able to clean out the entire squad. So goodbye, good night, Ida. The second team to exit stage left in our opening game of Rondo. Whilst E-Arena continue to chase OG.
Keeping it pretty cool here inside of E-Arena. Smash ruling always changes how these teams play. So crazy as well. Godlike's just hit the 14th elimination on this game. They are cracking it open at the moment. Looks great to see. But for E-Arena, I do think you're getting ahead sometimes. But for this game, for them,
nice.
Doesn't matter so much about getting ginormous points, but what does matter is just getting enough so you open up the capability throughout the rest of the day to hit that smash. But you can get in your head about it. You absolutely can. Soka moves up towards the western side. Nongshim is extremely pleased with this shift, as they were already in Mehran, as we stated earlier. E-Arena was a little bit slow to the punch. Vitality finds the first hit in top, but Axel will go down once again. Aurora has been hounding Vitality the entire game.
No punches pulled there. Clean uppercuts. And with Vitality out, they'll be able to save their mate. Get top back on his feet, recover from this. They saw the rotation from Hora, hard committing to get past them, now trying to get into the zone themselves. Meanwhile, Nongshim Red Force actually getting vision of their entry point, and they've instantly dispatched two of the players. They're pincered as well, Velula on the other side. So this is a ton of info for Nongshim and some extra points.
Really good stuff. Double spray down on the roll-up is crazy, even before they get anywhere close to the compound itself. And not a single dash of damage sent back his way. Very, very nice initial game here from Aurora, but they have a long way to go. Nick Galaxy currently holding the backside on that southern edge. S2G blasting bullets in as Alula holds back Flash over towards the water side. Aaron out in the open, waits for the reload to come through and then makes the cross. Good timing on that one.
These two sides hounding each other the entire time on Rondo. Feels like they're mirroring each other. Ooh, Orangutan from the side getting a look in as well. Soke feels that one. Got to drop off. Meanwhile, the team with a whole load of E-Limbs and Godlike wrapping down. Potentially it's going to be a bit of a scout over towards the setup from E-Arena, Blank.
E-Arena would be really bad to go out right now. And I can actually tell that E-Arena is playing fairly passive because they didn't take the opportunity, despite being ahead of OG, to hit Mehran hard. OG has actually been able to take up that position. But E-Arena, they want to live this game out. They are really giving a lot of teams liberties right now just to survive. One knock goes back over towards Godlike's way. They will reassess. But it's not carnage just yet.
No, it's not, but it is a little bit of a crowbar that's been dashed at them, slowing them down on their potential aggressive play. That was from 4Fribes as well, by the way. And yeah, we're hyping up the Godlike maneuvers, but they're currently sat on 11 E-Limbs themselves. And if they can vie for control of a decent position off the back of this skirmish inside, hey, maybe 4Fribes are coming alive early.
What's great for 4Fribes, right? In PMGO Season 1, they were top of the back seat because they came in with Smash Point very early on the first day. And I think that pressure got to them a little bit. It went all the way to match 6. They weren't able to put a lot of points, but they managed to make it through. Arena though,
Grenade.
sending over. Joker
Grenade,
does need to reinforce those
Ura.
backlines. Good shots from Schweppes, but immediately gets taken down by
Wala ka
Huzaifa.
volta.
At distance, Manya up to the rock, but realizes he's got to push back off this one. Tony K, full broadside here. Manya should be able to pick up this flush. Good nade again though. Now just S-Power. A lot to do, but this is the man to do it.
He's the clutch factor. Oh, saved by the bell on the nade. So low. Able to keep his head above water for a few more seconds. Good bounce back. Squad bounces over, shuts down S-Power. Salme out. Adamino, the only one left now. That deployable cover barely keeping him alive.
3 players up still for E-Arena, looking to get further into this game. Admino might be able to go for the res if he goes for it now. And then they're going to sweep round in the vehicle, try and figure out what's going on back there. S-Power still down, knocked. Schweppes moves up, goes for the drive-by, has the information, and that is godlike out. So a good refresh on the gear, at least for E-Arena. Some more nades available. More ammo. They could swing back down towards that compound on the south side. They held earlier on because this is a hard south shift away from Mehran. E-Arena getting thrown a bone here, but still they have 3 players. They are not at full force. Let's see how they play this out.
In the midst of this, that elongated battle that's gone on the whole map here between S2G and Wolf continues. Edge guarding them coming out of the blue and keeping shots on target. It's worked out slightly worse for Wolf, down to a duo, but we do say goodbye to Solke on S2G, so a triple threat remains there. There was some fighting over from Nongxin onto OG inside Mehran as well. They were taking pot shots at them, so a 3-man squad living on amongst that.
OG 3 ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ 6 ಕಿಲ್ ಹೊಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತಾರೆ ಈ ಅರಿನ ಹೊಡೆದಾಗ 4 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ವಿನ್ ಅನ್ಸ್ತದೆ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ 120 4 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ವಿನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಚಿಕ್ಕಂಡಿನ ರೋಡ್ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಮ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು ಬಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಈ ಅರಿನಾನೇ ಎತ್ತಿ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರಾ ಅಂತ Team Red Force 4 men strong. Team Red Force win have chance higher. High.
Have to get out, but they're just about in the zone. Same can't be
said
for Wolf there.
Rearina heavy ಹೊಡಿತಾರೆ Rearina ಗಾರದು ಹೊಡೆದ ಕ್ರೋ
I think Nick Galaxy wanted to move round on that eastern side, see what he could pick up, but all those points have been dashed away. Still a 5-pointer on the game with the 3 players that Nick Galaxy hold. They're on the other side to E-Arena. I like this though, actually. They've got Joker as well as Schweppes playing the northwest edge, whilst Mormon
ಹೊಸ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಹಾಕಿದೆ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಹೊಸ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಹೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೈಪ್
See the conversations there between S2G. It's an intense day.
Nongxin
gonna clear the bag instantly.
Yeah, ಜಬರ್ದಸ್ತ್ ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್ ಓಪನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರಿ ಇವರು
Mormon did set himself up just as you suspected early, and then have played a little bit more of a scouting play to keep themselves at least aware of what's occurring up between the 4 frags and OG. There's been a lot of noise, a lot of free info from that.
Don't mind this too much. Create a little bit of a dip to play around as players will attempt to leave from Mehran. That's OG on the north side. Likely first to leave. It's a gamble play, but they know they're close now. They know they're close.
40 top.
As soon as they start getting into those placement points, they get a couple more eliminations. They're set.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಝೋನ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಿಗ್ಮಾ ಗ್ಯಾಲಕ್ಸಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇವಂದು ನೋಡಿ ಈ ಅರಿನ ಅದು
Not looking for that chicken dinner.
ನೈಸ್ ಅರೆ 40 ಹಾಕಿ 41 ಹಾಕಿ ನೌಂಗ್ಸಿಮ್ ಹೊಡಿತದೆ ನೌಂಗ್ಸಿಮ್ ಚಿಕನ್ ಸೀದಾ ಕಪ್ ಎತ್ತದ ಅನ್ಸ್ತದೆ ಓಜಿ ಇದಾರ ನಮ್ದು
plays up by the roadside. Not definite this ends in the urban area. Enigma Galaxy might want to make a send soon. OG loses one on a knock. Not flush though. The 4th rise looking fantastic right now in this game. 11 eliminations. Holding a strong 2-2 split. Inside of Mehran, controlling both the run out from OG and scouting towards Nongxin.
With Nigma turning their attention onto Flash, you can see Schweppes had already identified their setup far over. He was waiting for an opportunity to actually shoot some bullets their way. That was the call for it. No raw connection from this. Rotate with the vehicle as well. Still debating if he can actually get some pot shots here, trusting in his source from distance. And this is also amongst the Lula that are pushing up onto 4 frags. They knew they were fighting OG. They took a few pot shots, but now Quick's trying to take at least a little bit more aggressive space off them.
I think we're Galaxy in a struggle position. E-Arena can play this very slow here. They don't have to peek too much. Ralph already down there.
Nongshim ಎಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ 5 ಕಿಲ್ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತಾರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಜಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವ್ರು ನಿನ್ನೆದು ಮಿರಾಮರ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಡಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ನೋಡಿದಾರೆ
very early. The shots are coming through. They don't want these points to be stolen from the players inside.
ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್ ಬೂಮ್ ಇವರಿಗೆ
looks like those points might be going another way. Nongshim getting some great damage just playing into that engagement with Alula as well as Flash there.
ಈ ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್ ಇದು ಟಾಪ್
grenades on this one though, Jackie.
Decent shot. That one might be good. Bounces into the back. It's chip damage, but no conversion. Ooh, just in front of Zatan. They've got one smoke to try and pop. Hey, this is dastardly. You are trapped in a hellish position whilst the other squads are scrapping through each other. So the lobby is starting to form here.
It's tempting for Arenas just to push this. Getting in towards 6th place, right? Very close to that point with 2 eliminations. You could just sack your game here to go for it. Joker's going to try and get a different angle on this one, move up over towards Mormon. Some more emphasis over towards Mayran. We go a little bit further south here. The game actually does open up the arena. Mainly,
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೋಡು ಸರಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ನಾನು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು
Yasser will take down Bozy, and that's the end of Flash. I mean, Nongshim Red Force has been consistently peppering that engagement, but it is Alula.
ನಂದು ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡು ಈಗ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸ್ತದೆ ನೋಡುವ ಈಗ ನೋಡು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ತರ ಅಂತ ಶಾಂಟಕ್ ರಿಮೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಆಳ್ವಿತ್ತು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಮಾಗಿಚ್ಚು Nongshim ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದದ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಚಂದ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತಾರೆ
It's a big opportunity now for 4 Thrives going forward. Get a chicken dinner here. You set yourselves up to get potentially into Smash ruling by match 2, by the end of match 2.
Oh, yaar hodru
Red Force. None of it was small talk at the start of the day.
I don't know. 110 ಮೇಲೆ ಇದ್ದವರು ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ Nongshimಗೆ ಅದೇ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಅರ್ರೆ ಎಂತ ಸ್ಪ್ರೇ ನಂಗೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಬಿದ್ದಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಆ ಥರ ನಂಗೆ ಇದ್ರಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಖತರ್ನಾಕ್ ಬಿದ್ದಿತ್ತು ಗೇಮ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡು ಗೇಮ್ ವಾಯ್ಸಾ
Because as soon as they smash, the game's finished. There's no longer any more opportunity to rectify those mistakes from previous days. You will just be locked in where you currently stand. Which is why it's such good that 4 Thrives are having such a big pop-off here on game 1.
ಇದು ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತುಂಬಾ ರಗಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾರೆ ಈ ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು 3 ಜನ ಚಿಕನ್ ಎತ್ತುತ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಓಜಿ ಹೋದ ಅರೆ ವಾಟ್ ವಾಟ್ What?
It took down a member amongst the commotion for 4 Thrives.
ಇವರು ಕೂತದ್ದು ನೋಡಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಚಂದ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವರು ಹೊಡಿತಾರೆ ಓಹೋ ದೋಸ್ತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಾನ ಒಬ್ಬ ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಮಗ
Basically a legend in close quarters, so to lose him in an urban finish, disastrous result here. Hyunbin R3B. So send a nade over the
top. Ella grenade
to confirm. Is that
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಡ್ಡೆಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್ ತಾಗುದಿಲ್ಲ ಈ ಯಾರಿಂದ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಹೊಡೆದಾಕ್ತು ದೂರದಿಂದ ಕಚ್ಚುತ್ತೆ ಇದೆ ದೂರದಿಂದ ಚಂದ ಜಾಗ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತಾರೆ ಅವರು ಹೊಡಿತಾರ
He's getting picked up though off in the distance as OG moves in.
ಅರೆ ಹೆಂಗೋ ನಗಾಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ
from this outside edge.
ಶೇ
Played that compound down towards the south side then just playing off this ridge side.
ಇವರಿಗೆ ಜಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲ ಝೋನ್ ಹೊರಗಿದ್ದವರು ಇವರು ಝೋನ್ ಒಳಗಿದ್ದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಹೊಡಿತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಂತ ರೋಗ ಆಗದೆ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಝೋನ್ ಹೊರಗಿಂದ ಹೊಡಿತಿರೋದು ಅದು
Proji, it's so uncomfortable because you were just being completely cut off from all angles. The backline by Arena nades from the front in from 4 Thrives. They cannot peek.
ತಲೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಾಕ್ತಾರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಹೊಕ್ಕು ಆಯ್ತು ಒಳಗೆ ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹಾಕು ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಹಾಕು ಒಂದ್ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಇವನ್ ಹೊರಗಿಂದ ಇವ್ರದ್ದು 10% ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡ ಇವನು ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡ ನೋಂಗ್ಶಿಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಶೂರ್ ನೋಂಗ್ಶಿಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚಿಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡು ಚಾಟ್ ನೋಂಗ್ಶಿಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಂಗ್ಶಿಮ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ನೋಂಗ್ಶಿಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಚಿಕನ್ ನಂಗೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ ಅವಾಗ ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ನಾನು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಶುರು ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ನೋಡುವ ಮಿಸ್ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ನಮ್ಮವರಿಬ್ರು ಜೀವಂತ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮವರಿಬ್ರು ಕಮ್ಸ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಮ್ಸ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಕೋಟಿಯವ್ರು 3 ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರೇನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ तेरी माँ का पर्सनलाइज नोटिफिकेशन हट ಇವ್ರದ್ದು ಚಂದ ಹಿಂಗೆ ವೈಡ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ ನೈಸ್ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಚಲೋ ಆಯ್ತು 1 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಲಿಟ್ರಲ್ 1 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್
And with Schweppes charging into that compound, he gave them some extra ammunition. They were having to make concessions, Blank. You can see about 8...
Nine. Yeah, one.
Nonshin, though, still making plays, and they've got loads of ammo to
nice.
spray with.
Nonshin.
Down on target from XCY. Hits onto another man. OG.
ಒಳಗೆ ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್ ಸೀದಾ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ
Drunk in the back line.
ಹೊರಗೆ
where all the storylines converge. Chicken dinner would be ideal, but a few more eliminations in a second place.
ಹೋಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ
A pitch battle between Nongshim Red Force as well as E Arena going straight.
Nice grenade, Ravi. Nice grenade. ಎರಡು ಸೈಡ್ ಇಂದ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ
AKOP's down, leaving just Wizard.
ಹಬ್ಬಿದಾನಲ್ಲ ಅಲೂಲ ಇವರಿಬ್ರು ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಡಿ ಹೋದ ಹೋಜಿ ಇವರೇ ಈಸಿ ಮನಿ ಹೊರಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಒಳಗಿಲ್ಲ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ನಾಂಗ್ಶಿಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಬೆಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ಬೆಟ್ ಪೂರ ನಂದು ದುಡ್ಡು ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕಳ್ಳನ್ ಹಾ 10 ನೈಸ್ ಈ ಕತೆ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬೋದು ಈಸಿ ಚಲೋ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ ಜಂಪ್ ಹೋದ ನೈಸ್ ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್ ಹೋದ ಆಯ್ತು ಮುಗೀತು ಈಸಿ ಮನಿ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಇವರೇ ವಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಂಗ್ಶಿಮ್ ವಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಇವ್ರದ್ದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಇವ್ರದ್ದು ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಈಗ ಸ್ಮ್ಯಾಶ್ ರೂಲ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುದಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಈಗ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುದು ಈಗ ಚಿಕನ್ ಹೊಡೆದವರು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಪ್ ಎತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಈಗ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ಮುಗೀತು ಚಿಕನ್ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ಮುಗೀತು ನೋಡುವ ಓಕೆ ಗುಡ್ ನೈಸ್ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋ ತಲೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಾಕ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಮ್ ಚಲೋ ಹೊಡೆದಾರೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ದಿವಸ ಒಂದು 50-60 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಈಗ ಟಾಪ್ 5 ಇರ್ತಿದ್ರು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ದಿವಸ ಒಂದು 50-60 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಾಗ ನಾ ಈಗ ಹೊಡೆದಾರೆ
They want it branded with their organization, their legacy. And if they keep this up, Blank, there is a decent...
ಅಲ್ಲ ಝೋನಿಂಗ್ ನಾಕ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇವ್ರು ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರಿ ಕಮ್ಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಾರೆ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹೊಡೆದಿರ್ಬೋದು ಇವರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೊಡಿಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇವ್ರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಿಲ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಇವ್ರು 10 ಕಿಲ್ ಆಗದ್ಯಾ 10-11 ಕಿಲ್ 11 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 10 20-22 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ 123 ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಶ್ಯೂರ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ 123 ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ
Losing for life for fourth rise was a fairly big deal, but OG also getting
ನಮ್ಮ ಓಜಿನ ಚಂದ ಆಡಾರೆ ಗಾಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಚಂದ ಆಡಾರೆ ಗಾಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅಗ್ರೆಸಿವ್ ಇವ್ರದ್ದು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನೈಸ್ ಠೀಕ್ ಠಾಕ್ ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಹಾ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್
Man, you were picking up Lord earlier into the tournament, right? Saying it's the fact that you've got Coops and Lord. That sort of collective in unison that's doing so much for this team. And again, there, in a situation where it felt like you were out, Lord goes off with
Nongshim Red Force.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, do you know what that is?
He's got the Brandon on the go, mate.
That is the stamp to get into the winners club. Nongshim fighting, we'll be back soon.
ಏನು ಹೊಡೆದ್ರು ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಜಬರ್ದಸ್ತ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅದಾಗ ಕಮ್ಸ್
Hi everyone, I'm Rick, producer of PUBG Mobile.
ಸಾಕು ಇದು ಕೇಳೋದು ನಂಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಈಗ ಬೇರೆದು ನೋಡು ಮಾಲ್ ಮಸಾಲ
around the world. And even today, we are still fully committed to this battleground. We are continuing to invest more resources, improve the experience, and bring PUBG Mobile to more players in more ways. Today we smash. We only smash today.
That's it. We smash. Smash rule has been applied, so we'll smash. We gonna smash your ass.
It's about maintaining the high quality PUBG Mobile standard while
Laura.
giving players a lighter
ಹೈ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಇವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂತೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಬಚ್ಚ
We know that different players have
ಬೇರೆ ಎಂತದ್ರ ನೋಡು
some players want the full PUBG Mobile experience with the rich
ಬೇರೆ ಎಂತ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಸೌಂಡ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಸರಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಠೀಕ್ ಠಾಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ನೋಡುವಂತ ಇದ್ದೆ ಕೊನೆಗೆಲ್ಲ ರೇಪ್ ಈ ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ನೋಡುವ ಈ ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ನೋಡುವ ಇದು ನೋಡಿದ್ ನಾನು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಪಟ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಂತ ಒಂದು ಅಂದಾಜು ಅದೇ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಆದ್ರೂ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಿದ್ರ ಚಾಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರಿ ಕೇಳ್ತದೆ ನನಗೇನು ಸರಿ ಅದಾರ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಅನ್ಸ್ತದೆ ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಮೊಬೈಲಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಥರ ಕೇಳ್ತದೆ ಈ ಪಿ ಸಿಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಥರ ಕೇಳ್ತದೆ 2-3 ಥರ ಕೇಳ್ತದೆ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿ
एक कैजुअलिटी हुआ 4 फिनिशेस 3 मैन स्ट्रांग 4 ड्राइव्स
Yes, it does. Yeah, I mean, they were already all set up in this.
Shind player.
Stock knock है Nongshim Red Force versus Aurora round 2 fight 2 मैन है भाई जो लास्ट मैन दोबारा दे दी भाई दोबारा दी वन साइड मार दी भाई
ಈಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಬೇಕು ಸೌಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲದ ಕೇಳಿದೆ ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಟ್ಟಿದೆ 13
Nongshim के 2 बंदे नॉक
17
They try to roll in from the west side and I think that's a pretty apt summation of
ಇವರು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ 1 2 3 4 ಇಂದ ಮಾಡಿ ಈಗ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಸರಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ರೈಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲದ್ರೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಯಾರ್ಸ್ ಬ್ರದರ್ ಹೂ ಕ್ಯಾರ್ಸ್ ವೈಟಿ ಸ್ಟುಡಿಯೋ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡು
पूरा सर्वाइवल खेलेगा
on the push. They know that wizard tower is weak from this hillside.
Okay.
Starting to throw some utility out, trying to see if they can get a good.
एडमिन नॉक फिनिश कर दिया बोस को
Seems like they're slowing it down though. Over on the
गॉडलाइक को 2 फिनिशेस मिला वो नाइस
at loggerheads.
क्लोज रेंज फाइट चल रहा है बे
Furia, 2 players, 3 players now down.
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದ್ಯಾ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಫಟ್
नाइस ओजी का अच्छा ही सर्कल है बट गॉडलाइक को दे हैव टू मूव
ಎಂತ ಶಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಕರೆದು ಅದು ನೋಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್
रेव हो रहा है बे वो रेव हो रहा है हो गया रेव
Another hard shift is crazy, but it's a crazy fight.
नाइस वन फॉर माय मार
Try and trade it around the corner with Team Flash. Tops goes down, put into the meat grinder there.
Good job guys, good job.
Getting a nice
4 finishes, 3 man strong.
points on the side of Godlike. Haven't
चलो
had the hottest of
अब बस जोन मिल जाए Atanki, nice knock.
Still a lot of matches left to be played. This could be that start for them to take charge.
फिलहाल के लिए
फिलहाल नेक्स्ट मैच है वक्त स्टार्ट
ओजी टॉप 5 एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूं मैं इस मैच में
नेक्स्ट मैच स्टार्ट
आई थिंक आइडा पे पुश कर सकता है गॉड लाइक
स्टार्ट आ गया
लेफ्ट जाएगा तो भाई
लेट स्टार्ट
होगा लेफ्ट में पलाक नॉक बाय टर्निंग है
नेक्स्ट देख स्टार्ट को
यूएलए बाहर थोड़ा अर्ली जाता ना मानिया नॉक था वो ग्रेनेड से विस गॉट नॉक बाय क्यूजी दिख गया दिख गया था ब्रो नॉंगशिम बाहर
That's huge. Now they don't got to worry about that anymore.
एडमिनो नॉक भाई एस2जी फाइट लेगा एस2जी बैक ऑफ नहीं करेगा एस2जी फाइट लेगा
Gonna switch on fights all over to this fight though as E Arena, top team in the lobby, still alive. Now we're
एडमिनो तो गया
Hey, they're more than alive. They're kind of thriving on this side in that fight. Goodness me. Godlike losing their backstop there as Mino goes down. And now playing on as two chunks being torn out of everyone as Tony K.
यूएलएफ का बंदा बचा है
नेक्स्ट मैच है वक्त स्टार्ट कर दो
ई एरिना जो मार रहे उन्हें स्कारफेस लास्ट मैन स्टैंडिंग भाई साउमाई को कुचल दिया मान्या इज लास्ट मैन स्टैंडिंग
is looking like where the teams are currently standing, how far away some of the other teams are from there. Knoxville Red Force is actually in first place with 123 points. Now we have two teams.
ಲೆಕ್ಕಾಚಾರ 123 7
Oh my goodness, by the way,
Proper.
Arena should also be colored, I'm pretty sure, because they are also in the smash zone. You just need to get above or tie 122 points. So if Nongshim Red Force or E-Arena now lays get a chicken dinner, that's it, tournament over, and we will be crowning
ಈಗ
our
ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ
champions.
ಇರುಬರು ಜನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕಿಲ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ
Arena with 34, they have every opportunity and drive to be
123
able to secure
122
that chicken dinner.
110
Now, Seven, you asked me a little bit about Godlike, which I know was on the second page. And the
ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ
reason we
ನಮ್ಮ
want to
Godlike
highlight that
15
is
ಕಿಲ್
because
ಹೊಡೆದಾರೆ
they were sort of sitting more under that middle threshold.
ಚಿಕನ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ
10 eliminations early
35 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ
another 4 as they sort of rotate in on that northeast side. And then S-Power recovering the team to bring them back in. But I want to give like a kind of a little special shout out to Mino having an absolute banger of a game too. I think it was about 7 eliminations just by themselves, and they were able to sort of scout and hold that, and just getting like that 15 elimination points on the board is insanity, especially from where they were sitting.
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ರೋ ಬೇಗ
Real quick, the rankings, we did see for a second there. 11 points away for 4 Thrives now. Jumping around from the middle pack. 11 points away from top 3. The comeback is happening.
This is what I keep saying. This is
4 Thrives comeback.
4 Thrives comeback.
4 Thrives comeback.
ಇವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇವರು
Actually got a chance to talk with. If you want to check that out, go to my Instagram at the 7WG. But we're now seeing the race to smash. There you go. You see 4 Thrives, 23 points away.
ಅರೋರಾ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೊಡೆದರು 20 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಜನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 20 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ 20 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಏನಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನಾಂಗ್ ಸಿಮ್ ರೆಡ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಚಿಕನ್ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲದ ಈ ಯಾರೇನು ಗನ್ಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಅದ ಈ ಯಾರೇನು ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡು ಯಾರೇ ಇವ್ರದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೊಡ್ಲರೇ ಬಿದ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತದೆ ನಮ್ದಿಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಹಿಂದಿ ಇವ್ರದ್ದು ಬೇರೆ
Hot dropping going on. They might get targeted. You never
next
know.
match start ಮಾಡಿ next match put
If we do go into game 3,
put start ಮಾಡಿ
Four
next match
Thrives need another top 5. They need another several points, 8, 9
next match
eliminations.
start करो रे
Another few of those, and they are in Smash ruling. They are a contender, and they could just do a back-to-back global win.
And I think we did end up getting today, Maxman. I think we might have gotten a Maxman grenade on the day. Oh, really? Did we now? It's time for your favorite segment of the day. It's Maxman's grenade of today. Let's check it out. Which play is going to be here? It's going to be in the city. This 4 Thrives. It's Falak over there looking for a KOP. He gets it done right away. Absolute menace, but he's too much of a menace because T24 had to take him down. Oh.
ಬೇ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಶುರು ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ಸಾಕು ನಿಮ್ದು ಸೊಡ್ಲೆದು ಇದು ಮಾತು ಕೇಳಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಬೇಜಾರು ಬಂದೈತೆ ನನಗೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ. ಅದಂತೆ ಇದ್ದಂತೆ ಬೊಜ್ಜಂತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಶುರು ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ನಾಲ್ಕಾಯ್ತು ಗೊತ್ತ್ರಿ. ಇವ್ರು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಶುರು ಆಗೋ ಥರ ಕಾಣ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಹಳೇದು ಹೈಲೈಟೇ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ. ನಿನ್ನೆದು ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಹಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಬ ಮತ್ತೆಂತ ಮಾಡೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಶುರು ಆಗೋವರೆಗೆ ಈ ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಮಗನ ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಇರತ್ತೆ. ಯಾರು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು? ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ನೋಡಿ 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 ಇದರಲ್ಲ ನೋಡೋದು. ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದೆ 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 ನೋಡೋದು. ಅರೆ ಇದಲ್ಲ ಅರೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಪಾಸ್. ಓಕೆ.
अरे क्या ग्रेनेड किसने किया भाई? डब्बा डाल सबसे पहले. वेरी स्मार्ट प्ले. नाइस वन. They're too good यार.
ಇದಲ್ಲ ನಿನ್ನೆದು ಫೈನ್ ಯಾವುದು ಫೈನ್ ಇದೇ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾ?
SG बाहर.
ಇದಲ್ಲ ನಾಂಕ್ಷಿ ಮೇಲದು ಇದಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಚಿಂದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ ಮೇರೆ. ಬೇಜಾರು ಬಂದೈತೆ ನನಗೆ. ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮುಗಿದು ಒಂದು 10-15 ನಿಮಿಷ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಎರಡು ಟಿಡಿಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಗಿತೆ ನಾವು. ಇನ್ನು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಶುರು ಆಗೋದು.
विन नहीं मारा ना पूरा टीम को. I mean 1v3 किया विन ने.
What?
अरे गॉड लाइक घुस के दे दिया भाई. बट मान्या नॉक.
ಇದು ಇವ್ರ ಚಿಕನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಹೌದು
भाई ये रेव नहीं होने का. केक तो रेव नहीं होने का.
ಈ ಚಿಕನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನೋಡಿ ನಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಾಯಿ ಬಂದೋಗಿತ್ತು. 1v3 ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಹೊಡೆದೇ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಪುಣ್ಯಾತ್ಮ.
अबे रेव नहीं होने का रे केक. We don't have a grenade. Zone से क्या केक ब्यूटी. आइडिया है.
ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 1v3 ಆಗೋಗಿದ್ರು. ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ದಂಗೆ ಆಡೋರು. ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಮ್ ಲಿಟ್ರಲ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಮ್ ಓಪನ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಝೋನ್ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇರೆ
एक नंबर 3v2 भाई.
They thought they found the weakness. The isolated off-angle play from Salme. They run him down with a veer.
ಅವನಿಗೆ ನಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇವ. ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದವನು ಯಾರೇ ಅವನಿಗೆ. ಇವ ಉಳಿತಾ. ಇವ ಒಂದು ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರಿ ಡೇಂಜರಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇವ.
ग्रेनेड आ रहा है.
Last bit of offensive utility thrown by Salme. He's got to get his head down. Off-angle split between the two EWC players. S-Power from
एक नंबर पे पावर. रीटा इज पिन. सिर्फ ये डार्किन से डर लग रहा है मुझे.
Could be good to at least force S-Power back out into the open.
ಡಾರ್ಕಿನ್ ಇವ ನಾಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಈಗ ಡಾರ್ಕಿನ್ ಈಗ ನಾಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಇದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಇವರು ಹೇತಾಪ್ ನೋಡು ಆಗ್ತದೆ.
एक नंबर पे पावर. रीटा इज द लास्ट मैन स्टैंडिंग. हो गया भाई.
दौड़ा हो गया.
10 finishes dinner incoming. 10 finishes dinner incoming. रीटा प्लीज किल दे दो.
ಕಿಲ್ ದೇದು ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಾಯಿಗೆ ಬರೋ ಥರ ನಾಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅಡ್ಮಿನೋ ಹೊಡೆದಕ್ಕಾಗ ಅಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೊಜ್ಜ ತೀವ್ರಂತಿ ಮಾಡಿಡ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಹೀಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ಬಿಟ್ಟಾರೆ. ಹೀಲ್ ಮಾಡು ಇದೆ. ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ದೇತೆ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. 1 ನಾಕ್ 2 ನಾಕ್ ಕ್ಲಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದ ಅವ. ಈ ತರ ಚುತಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೋಟಿ ಮೂಮೆ ಬಾಯಿಗೆ ಬಂದೋಗಿತ್ತು. ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಟಾಪ್ 10 ಬಂದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
थोड़ा लेट हुआ बट हमारा भी चिकन निकल गया भाई. निकल ही गया.
गोटी मुंह में परफॉर्मेंस. गोटी मुंह में वाला
हार्ट रेट बढ़ गया. टेंशन
ನೀವು ಯಾರು ಕಚ್ಚೆ
It's
ಸ್ಪೈಡರ್
good to
ಮ್ಯಾನ್
see the heroes back in action on every single front, from Spider-Man to Nongshim.
ಶುರು ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ
Name of the
ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ.
game
ಬೆನ್ನು
today.
ಮುಂದೆ
These teams have been heroes in their own right. For Nongshim Red Force, what a push to
ಲೈಕ್
hold
ठोकोरे
down
ಲೈಕ್ ಹೊಡಿ
Miran
ಲೈಕ್ ಹೊಡಿ
and
ಪಟ್ ಪಟ್
find
ಪಟ್
their
ಪಟ್
way
ಲೈಕ್
to
ಲೈಕ್
that
ಲೈಕ್
smash zone. E-Arena held
Next
their nerve.
match,
They played
Grid
that west side well, and they
Grid
just got across that line. It was surgical precision on that one.
ಶುರು ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು
Surgical is the perfect word because
ಪಟ್ 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 ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪಟ್ ಪಟ್ ಪಟ್
yeah, we got Spider-Man here to save the day, but we got two massive threats in the lobby now. We've got E-Arena and Nongshim Red Force that can
Nongshim
end the
Red Force
tournament
for the win,
right
guys.
here,
Nongshim Red
right
Force.
now with one single chicken dinner.
That's all it's going to take. We saw Nongshim just do it. Can they pull it out the bag again? But it's not just those two teams. As the desk, as Blank and Jackie were saying before as well, there are other teams waiting in the wings now. Staged.
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಕಾಸಿಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈ FIFA ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಕಪ್ ತರ ಚಂದ ದೊಡ್ಡಕ್ಕೆ ಇದ್ದು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಮಸ್ತ್ ಕಾಣ್ತಿತ್ತು
Probably at least 6 teams that can do it this match. And join them. So if we don't get one of those smash chicken dinners, it is going to get hotter and hotter as the day goes on, because I don't think we're only going to see 2 teams breaking that barrier today.
Yeah, I'm glad we were able to get on the cast here for it to at least cast one game, right?
Absolutely.
This is absolutely insane here. My hopes and dreams are coming true. Could we see 6-7 teams in the Smash Zone?
6-7 ಟೀಮ್ ಇರಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಪಟ 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 ಕಮಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಮಜಾ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅವಾಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಒಫಿಷಿಯಲಿ $1 million.
Hey man,
Yes, sir.
Pecco for EWC on the walk over to the caster booth just now, and he was saying, I asked him, hey, you gonna target? And he was like, if we know it's them, things might get a little bit nicer. Hey, you know, I can't say, but yeah.
123 Nongshim Red Force, let's go.
Certainly below those top 2.
Let's go. ಹೊಡೆರೆ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡಿ ಪಟ್ ಪಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಬಿಡಿ ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇವ್ರು ಹಿಂದೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಾರೆ ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಗೋಡೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 10 ಕೆಲ್ ಚಿಕನ್ ಡಿನ್ನರ್ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ 9 ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಟಾಪ್ 5 ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ಗುಡ್ ನೀರು ಬಾಟ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀರು ಬಾಟ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ತಗೊಂಬರುವ
if we have to risk a bad game to ensure that we can continue in this tournament and possibly come back, we're going to do it, right? So even if it's a crash and we lose the fight, we're taking a couple of those players with us. So the whole lobby, honestly, really needs to have that kind of same mentality, because if you want to be able to move up the leaderboards, there are massive jumps in prize pools as we go from 3rd, 4th, 5th place. So you want to be able to stay in this tournament as long as possible, and this one's going to be a fun one. We got a nice Eastern Circle.
I don't know about nice. It's certainly an Eastern Circle, though. It's going to push all the way out towards Milton. Milton Power, Lepovka as well. A lot of water here, Jukes. So that is going to be tricky to navigate. EWC will not be getting hot drop currently, but Ulf might try and step in. Clashing with Tiamba on the western side.
ಬುಡದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದವ್ರು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಹೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಾರೆ ಇವರು ಈಡಾದವರು ಈಡಾದ ಪೀಡ ಶುರು ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಶುರು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದ ಮೊದಲೇ
Finally finding a vehicle here, and they're going to go ahead and be looting all this north side of Georgeville Hospital area. And since it is such an eastern circle, right, I wonder how much
ಇವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಾರಪ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಾರೆ ಇವರು ಲಿಪೋಕ ಅಲ್ಲ ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಸೈಡ್
and man, this is gonna get intense.
Yeah, a lot of teams looking to put pressure on as
ಈಡ ಹಾಕ್ದ ಟಿಎನ್ ಬೇಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಟಿಎನ್ ಟಾಪ್ 10 ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರೇ ಹೊಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸಾಯ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೊಡಿರಿ ये अरोरा NGX ಇವರಿಬ್ರು ಹೊಡ್ಕ ಸತ್ರು ಬೇಜಾರಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಏನು ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಏನು ಸೆಂಟರ್ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ನಾವು ಟಾಪ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದವರಿಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬಿದ್ದ ಮೇಲೆ ಗಾಯ ಹೋದ್ರು ಬೇಜಾರಿಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿ ಸಾಯಿರಿ
Tiamba survived, but with only 2 players, and
ಡನ್
Aura
ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್
just move in.
74 ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರು ಇವ್ರು ಇಬ್ಬರು ಉಳಿದದ್ದು ಇಬ್ರು ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ಎಂತ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರು
Through over on Gatka.
Terrible. I mean, honestly, Ida's disrupted this lobby so much, and Tiamba are devastated.
ಅದು ಗಾಡಿ ಬಂತು
Now down to just 2 single players. Aching jumps.
ಎರಡು ಫ್ರೀ ಕಿಲ್ ಕೊಡೋಕೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೊರ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಹೊರ 12 ನೀವೇ ಹೊಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸತ್ರೆ ಮೇಲಿದ್ದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾರು ಹೊಡೆಯೋದು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋಳಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು
Been a little bit quieter during the course of these finals. Not the fans, that is, the players. The fans have been plenty loud and we've loved it, but they haven't quite had the performance that we were maybe expecting from them coming into the games in these finals. It's not quite good. It's not going to be enough. I don't
ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ చెప్పి ಎನ್ಎಸ್ಸಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎನ್ಎಸ್ಸಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹಾಕು ಮಾರೆ
It is not great, but they can look pretty good in game. We know that.
ನೋಂಗ್ ಶಂಭೂರ್ ಎಳ್ಪೋರ್ಸಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಮಜಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ
to pick up the character sets, the Ninetales Fury org, and you can look as good as anyone taking on those ninja challenges.
Yeah, get that ninjutsu
Yeah,
going. And
boys.
honestly, it seems like Aura, OG, they're going to need to bust some of that out if they want to be able to make a crazy run for it. Mathematically, it is still possible, right? If Aura, they start with 3, they're going to need a 20-point game here, a 20-point game in the next
ಝೋನ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಬಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಝೋನ್ ಒಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಇರ್ತದೆ 5 ನಿಮಿಷ 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ
There's going to be quite a few teams in that smash zone very, very quickly here. That's if this game even continues on after this one.
ನೋಂಗ್ ಶಂಭೂ ರೆಡ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇವರು ಆರಾಮ್ ಝೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಸಾಕು ಇವರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಇವರು ಹೊಡೆದಾಕ್ತಾರೆ
Later and later into this tournament, the desperation is going to raise tremendously, right? So these teams in the mid pack are going to even start playing hyper aggressive because they're going to know, right? Their coaches are going to tell them, hey man, look, you made it all the way over here to Paris.
ಪಿಎನ್ ಬೈಡ ಎರಡು ಪೀಡ ಹೋಯ್ತು
Or this was all for nothing at a certain point, right?
Well, that's, I mean, there's still placements on the line and all of that sort of thing. I'm just looking at the map.
ಓ ಚಿಕನ್ ಹೊಡಿಲೇಬೇಕು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಚಿಕನ್ ಹೊಡಿಲೇಬೇಕು
In a moment, which is going to enlighten the rest of the lobby as to sort of where they're playing, what sort of conflicts they could be running into.
ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ರು
Split across Milta
123 ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೆ ಕಪ್ ಕೊಡುದಿಲ್ಲ
did not fully or firmly hold the bridge against Alula, so that crossing does come through.
ಇಡೀ ದಿವಸ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಮಜಾ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಯಾರು ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಉಲಾ ಲಾ 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 ಉಲಾ ಲಾ ಉಲಾ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 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 ಈಸಿ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಓಡೋದ ಓಡೋದ ಓಡ ಹೋದ ಈಗ ಸ್ಪ್ರೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರಯೋಜನ
Wow, okay, so they end up getting a point on that. Pretty wild. And
1 point ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರು ಅವರು
in this next circle, down a player. The thing
ಹೊಡೆದ್ರು
is,
ಯಾರಿಗೆ
if any team nearby happen to hear those shots, they know where Nongshim Red Force is now. So that is going to be a factor, but they are in a really good spot for this circle for now.
ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬ ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ
Teams should be aware, right, of where they're playing based on the fact that it was Alula that they knocked.
Head ಕಾಣ್ತದಲ್ಲ
Red Force generally going to be in this sort of location. They'll know that Alula are coming up from Novo. So it should be
ಹೆಡ್ ಕಾಣ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಬುಡ್ಡು ಕಾಣ್ತಿಲ್ಲ
pretty certain bead on it for a lot of teams.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬಂದ್ರು ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೊಡಿಬೇಡಿ ಈಗ ಏರಿಯಾನಾಗೂ ಇಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೊಡಿಬೇಕು
Some problems. Vitality are actually holding the west bridge, which is interesting, over on that ferry pier side of things. So if Aurora decide, you know what, we're not going to go over to that east side, Vitality is still lying away for it, which
ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ
I'm not sure if I like that.
Tough here as you got some
ಲಾಲಂ ಲಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿತ್ತ ಲಾಲಂ ಲಾಲ್
Speaking of wild rotations, we got Enigma Galaxy rocking their 2-2 split.
The same again.
ಬಗ್ಗಿ ಬಗ್ಗಿ ಕೊಡು 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 ಕೊಡು
A little earlier this morning, asked them like, hey, you're going to continue to do
ಇದು
it.
ಟ್ಯಾಪ್ ಟ್ಯಾಪ್ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ ದೋಸ್ತ
It's worked for us in the past.
ಇನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಪ್ ಟ್ಯಾಪ್
We're going to
ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ
try it out. We've noticed that on the west side,
No way.
had a little bit of unluck with some pretty crazy pushes, but we're going to give it our shot.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎರಡು ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅವಾಗ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್
They
ಇರುತ್ತೆ
did win a chicken dinner from a circle similar to this, on a rotation similar to this. Obviously, it was a different lobby. It was a different time. We were different people, Jukes. We were so much younger.
We've grown so much.
Yeah, exactly. We've come so far.
We brought so much.
But they're going to look for that regroup at some point. Getting through for that regroup is really the difficult part. But we
ನಮ್ಮ ಇವರು ನೋಡು ಜೋನ್ ಹೊರಗಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕಳ್ಳನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು
through the glut of teams right now. I'm not too sure how that's going to work. They may have to go on the boat, maybe head up all the way north of Lepovka and go all the way around. That would be, I mean, maybe not sensible, but possible, certainly. It's difficult, and they are going to get on the road right now to see what they can find. E-Arena are also starting their move in from South George. As we can see, we're on board of them, just passing the north side of school to head towards the center of this circle.
Oh, Godel idare ilis gaadi comes bidu podi makkalege cover to cover ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ.
Rotations are coming as we are zooming in to Erangel. What kind of circle we're going to get
Erangel.
here? Just beautiful center up. Very typical. A lot of these teams were expecting this, and they got it. Now you see Enigma Galaxy, right? They're going to be on both sides of this circle. It's going to be very difficult for them to get to their teammates.
ಈಗ ಪ್ಯೂರಿ ಅದು ಗಾಡಲ್ದು ಗಚ್ಚ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಖಾಲಿ ಅದು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಹೊಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು.
E-Arena pushing in super late because they land over there in North George. Aura still in Severny. And you got Vitality going on the other bridge here. So they're going to be super late in the circle as well.
Yeah, Vitality still on the west bridge. I don't like
Ivarig
it.
Jeppi
I think
haki.
this is way too long. You're overcommitting. No one's turned up. Not too sure what the game plan was there for Vitality. It's not the same team we saw from their stages.
Sad.
So
Yeah.
unfortunate.
It's the same thing we saw in PMGO too.
Yeah, it's a big drop off.
ದೋಸ್ತ ಬಂತ ಬಾಯಿಗೆ
Galaxy, they get their back duo caught up in a regroup, and this is exactly what I was worried about. It's only going to be Lord, his vehicle's on
ha ha ha
goes down because he hops out.
ಏನು ಬೋಶ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಮಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಮಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಮಿಗೆ ಕಿಲ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಜಿ.
See how that works out for you.
I saw his player cam, and I could see he said, "What the heck? You know, oh, what happened? How is this?
Why are there players here in the middle of the circle?
How did I get knocked?
What? Oh, that's crazy.
Nungshi.
Super unfortunate. The 2-2 split, man. I mean, losing players like that is so rough. We'll see how it all continues on, though. That's if we have another match after this, because Nongshim Red Force are on the south side of Milta, full squad, looking dangerous on the other end.
ಒಂದು ಕಿಲ್ಲು ಹಾಕೊಂಡದೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಆರಾಮ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ ಈಸಿ ಮನಿ. $500,000 ಪ್ಯಾಂಟ್ $500,000 ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೋಟಿ ಆಯ್ತು? 40 ಕೋಟಿ ಆಯ್ತು.
He hopped out of the vehicle, kept that momentum, and it was a fall. He hit that ground a little bit too fast. The ankles. Just rolled the ankle.
ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಲಿಪ್ ಲಾಕಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು.
And now Coops and Satan have to do it all on their loans. And it's
ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಗೈಸ್. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಹೊಸಬರಿದ್ರೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಬರೋದು BGMI ಡೈಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಾವು ನಂಗ್ಸಿಮ್ ರೆಡ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ತರನೇ ಆಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಿಂಗ್ ಒಂದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿ. ಫೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿ? ಫೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ.
When Enigma Galaxy have done this, the team should be like, oh yeah, that's what they do. Let's just clamp down on that.
You know, it's one of those strategies that I don't know whether to be. It's just one of those strats that's just like, okay, it's different. You know what I'm saying? We don't see
one of those bad ones. Yeah, I've heard of those.
It's bad when it doesn't work, right? That's the thing. Is like
ಇವರಿಗೆ ಯಾರು ಹೊಡೆಯೋರೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಾರಲ್ಲ.
Wow, maybe more teams should try this out. But
ಯಾರ್ದು ಹೊಡೆದ್ರಾಗಿತ್ತು.
it's like, I think we just stay together. You know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunate, especially considering that they're in 5th place, man. If they would have got a 20-point game here, boom, they would have been in that smash zone. Let's see where this next circle goes, though. And things are going to start heating up because
ಗಾಡಲಿಗೆ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಅದೇ ಝೋನ್ ಹೋಗ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ನೀವು ತಿರ್ಗಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಎಸ್ ಪವರ್ ಸೀದಾ ಬಾ. ಮಾನ್ಯ ಹತ್ರ ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಸೀದಾ. ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾನ್ಯ ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದು ಓಜಿ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ನೈಸ್. ಇದು ನಾಂಗ್ಸಿಮಿಗೆ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಆರಾಮ್ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೊಡ್ಕೊಂತೀರಿ, ತಾವು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವ ಬಂದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಲೇಣಿಯೇ. ಅರೆ ಬೋಸಡಿ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಹಾಕು. ನೀವು ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಮೊಬೈಲಿಂದ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು. ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಹಾಕು, ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಚಾಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಹಾಕು. ಮೊಬೈಲಿಂದ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು. ಇದೊಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡುವ.
Remember, it's not big point scoring games that are necessary. That's not what's going to be weighing on the mind of Nongshim, of E-Arena. It is just that chicken dinner. Be the last player standing. That's the only thing that should be running through their mind right now to try and secure that tournament title, the global stage glory.
That's interesting. That's an interesting thought. And I hope it doesn't change their play style.
ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಇದು ಅಡೆಗಾಡೋಣ.
To PMMI, where Tianba had such a massive lead, and they kind of employed that same strategy. Like, hey, let's just put up some basic points. They had so many points as long as nobody smashed.
ಮುಗಿದ್ ಬಂತಿದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು 3-4 ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ.
They changed play styles and they paid the price for it big time, going from what we thought was going to be an automatic first to like third place. So yeah, we'll see how Nongshim, who definitely learned from that, if they're
ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ
replicate it or play the game.
ವೈಟಾಲಿಟಿ ಹಾಕ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು 1v4 ಜಪ್ಪು ಮತ್ತೊಂದು 1v4 ಜಪಾಕ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾರ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಕೊಡು.
And now Fourth Thrives want to keep that pace, but they're kind of cut out on this northwest edge. They are boxed in by that prison cliff area on the east side.
ನಿಮಿಷ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್
Pick a direction and commit towards Vitality. May be a good idea to
15 ನಿಮಿಷ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್.
behind that, and maybe Ulf on the top, on the lip of those prison cliffs could be a target as well. But either way, it feels like a third-party target.
ಯಾಕ ಕಮ್ಸಿ ಬಿಡಿ ಕಮ್ಸಿ.
Rondo match, they put up so many points. If they would have won that fight with Irina, they'd be on the leaderboards here. But they put themselves in a good position. They're still in 10th place.
Suspect in the shant ಹೊಡಿರೆ.
They realize that, like, hey, we got to get it done here. If they do, it would be the
ಇವರಿಗೆ ಹೊಡಿದ್ರು ಮರೆಯ. ಇವರಿಗೆ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
Their fans are excited. They're hyped up. Oh yeah. Waiting for this next zone.
Nice. OG chance ಅದು ಈ ಅರೇನೆ ಆರಾಮ್ಸೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ, ಈಸಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ. ಹೊಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಮಾರ್ಯ, ಹೊಡ್ಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ ಎಂತಾಗ ಇವರು. हाँ हो रहा है क्या? सही से दे रहा है क्या? दे दो, सही से चोको दे दो, चोको.
Not good news, but Hora, look at a crash maybe towards Irina. I do think it is Team Flash that has been the most blessed by this zone though. On that northeast side, it's exactly what you highlighted, right? That ridge line, the buildings in front of it, really good.
ಯಾರಿ ಕೊಟ್ರು ಯಾರು ಈಗ ಸರಿ ಬೀಳ್ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮುಗಿದೋಗ್ತದೆ ಈಗ ಪಟ್ ಪಟ್ ಪಟ್. ಪಟ್ ಪಟ್ ಮುಗಿತದೆ ಈಗ. ನಮ್ಮ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದು S2G ನೋಂಗ್ಸಿಮ್ ಚಿಕನ್ ಹೊಡ್ಕೊಂಡು 40 ಕೋಟಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಲಕ್ಷಣನೂ ಅದು.
As Hora picking up those points is a great result for them. 7 eliminations now on the north side, right next to Irina, who take a knock as well. Tony K has gone down. S2G
finish.
Taking damage from
first
every
finish
angle. Ulf will do a lot of damage to them, but S2G
ಏದೊಂದು ಹೋಯ್ತು.
a lot of damage across the board.
ನೋಂಗ್ಸಿಮ್ ಹೊಡಿತಾರೆ. ಅರೆ ಅಡುವಿನ ಫಿನಿಶ್. ಎಡಮಿನ ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಆಗೋದಾ? ಶಿ ಓಜಿ 4 ಜನ ಜೀವಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎತ್ತುತ್ತಾರೆ ಚಿಕನ್. S2G 1 ಕಿಲ್. S2G ಮೆಟ್ಟಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಅವ್ರವ್ರ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಹೊಡಿಬೇಕು ಈಗ ಓಜಿ ಚಿಕನ್ ಹೊಡಿಬೇಕು. ಗೋಡೆಲ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದಾದ್ರೆ ಕಿಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಗೋಡೆಲ್ದು, ಒಂದು ಕಿಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಜಿದ್ 1 ಕಿಲ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಅದು. ಅರೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆನೂ ಹೋದ ನಾಕ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಡ ಬಾರಿ. ಅರೆ ರೇ ಇವರೇ ಇಬ್ರೇ ಹಟ್ಕ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು. S4 ನಾಕ್ ಮತ್ತೊಂದಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸ್ನ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ ಹಟ್ರ ಸ್ನ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಚೂತಿ ಅವ ಯಾರು ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡುದಿಲ್ಲ, ನಂಗೆ ಇಡಿಸಿದ್ರು. ನಾಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್. ಅವನಿಗೆ ರೇಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ. ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ವೋ. ಅರ್ರೆ ನೋಂಗ್ಸಿಮ್ ಆರಾಮ್ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಚಿಕನ್ ಹೊಡಿತದೆ ಈಗ ಮ್ಯಾಚಲ್ಲಿ. ಈಗ ಮುಗೀತು ನನಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ನೋಂಗ್ಸಿಮ್ ರೆಡ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಚಿಕನ್ ಡಿನ್ನರ್, $500,000 ತಗೊಂಡು ಮನೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಮುಗೀತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ 10th ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ನೋಂಗ್ಸಿಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. 4 ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಕಾಳು ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು. ಚಲೋ ಆಡ್ತಾರೆ ಮರೆ ನೋಂಗ್ಸಿಮ್, ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಚಲೋ ಆಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ದು ಆರಾಮ್ಸೆ ನೋಡು ಕ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತಿದ್ರು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಝೋನ್ ಹೊರಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಒಳಗೆ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಒಳಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಈಸಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ. ಅನ್ಡೌಟೆಡ್ ಇವರೇ ಹೊಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಹುದು. ಅಲೂಲಾ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ಊಲಾ ಊಲಾ. ಓಜಿ ಚಿಕನ್ ಹೊಡಿಬೇಕು ಈಗ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಹಿಂದೆ ಹತ್ತಿ ಇವರು ಗೆದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಮಜಾ ಇರೋದು.
Speaking of line away, yeah, you can see Nongshim Red Force. They don't want to give away their position. They don't want the lobby to know where they're at right now, so they're playing it very, very quietly. So take a look at this replay. Schweppes, popping them out the vehicle, but the crash from Aura, so strong here, and they shut down E Arena. Huge fight for the whole lobby.
ಹೊರಗೆ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಅದಲ್ಲ, ಅವರ ಮತ್ತು Nongshim Red Force ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಇದ್ರ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಅನ್ಸ್ತದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೆ ಹೊರ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು, ಹೊರ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊಡ್ಲೇಲದೆ ಹೊರ.
Aurora want to put themselves in the smash zone
here.
Now, oh, here they go. They're going to start pushing, trying to find a position. They got the wizard tower. Are they going to take it? Nope, pass it up and decide to go for this hill line.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದು
Good strategy.
ಓಪನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
Got to be
ಒಳ್ಳೆ
careful
ಜನ.
of those shots from Flash. Throwing down some smoke. I like how they put one vehicle in front of the other, so they at least sacrificed one, but they should be able to hold.
ಎರಡು ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರಿಫೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ನೋಡಿ ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ಪಾಯಸ ಆಗುದೇ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎರಡು ಒಂದಿಂತ ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ಪಾಯಸ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ.
I feel like short team Flash can be taking shots right now, but the west side is going to have to conclude and fairly quickly. Someone is going
FL ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು, FL 11 ಟಾಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು ಆರ ಮಾತ್ರ. NS ಚಿಕನ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಮುಗೀತು.
It may be a little bit longer than
ಈಸಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಇದೆ ಅದ್ರ NS ಗೆ.
as I said, the Deadwoods have a lot of those defilades, the hills that slope down from the top.
NS ಚಿಕನ್ ಹೊಡೆಯೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಪೂರಾ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಅದೇ. ಟಾಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಚಿಕನ್ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ಮುಗೀತು. ಎರಡೇ ಮ್ಯಾಚಿಗೆ ಇವತ್ತೊಂದು ಮಂಡ ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಕಪ್ ಡನ್. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾರ್ಡಿಯನ್ 6 ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಸ್ಪಾಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಕಿಲ್ಲು ಬಂತು.
Nongshim Red Force is right here. Aurora are going to put every single amount of their resources to make sure they can stop them.
It may well be worth it with all the teams around them going down.
ಎರಡು ಸೈಡ್ ಇಂದ ಬೀಳ್ತಿದೆ ಇವರಿಗೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲದೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಪುಷ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು.
Nongshim to roll out, stepping through, sacrificing shots to Team Flash. They may look.
ಇನ್ನು ಝೋನ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಮಜಾ ಇರೋದು ಈಗ. 9 ಟೀಮ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಕ್ಕಿಂತನೂ ಯಾವ್ದು ಊಲಾಗ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಟಾಪ್ ಸಾರಿ ಬಾಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಊಲಾ ಹೊಡಿಬೋದು ಆರಾಮ್ಸ್. ಎರಡು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಇಡೀ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಹೌದಾ ತೋ ಮಾರೆ ಮುಷಿಡಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್ ಅವನೇ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ. ಅರೆ ರೇ ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು. ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ನೈಸ್. ವಾಹ್, ಏಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಭ್ಯಾಂಚದು, ಏಕ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಸತ್ತ ಬಿಡು.
Rolls over the top of the hill. What? He didn't see him. He'll should hear that. No! With his back to it. Will take the shot.
एक नंबर क्या मारा बे शी. ये ನೋಡ್ದ ವಜ್ಜೆ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಅವರು. ಇಸ್ ಗಾಡ್ ನೈಸ್, एक नंबर. ಇವರಿಗೆ ಈಗ ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಹೋಯ್ತು, ಇವರಿಗೆ ಉಂಟೀಗ ಹಬ್ಬ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್ ಬೂಮ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್ ಬಾರಿಶ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಈಗ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್ ಬಾರಿಶ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಈಗ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್. ಹಾಕ್ ಕಂಸ್ತಾರೆ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಈಗಲೇ. ಹೋಯ್ತು ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಹೋಯ್ತು, ಈ ಗ್ರೆನೇಡಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಹೋಯ್ತು. ನೀವು ನೋಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಓಪನ್ ಬಿದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಈ ಗ್ರೆನೇಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಯ್ತು. ಎರಡು ಸೈಡಿಂದ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್. ಅದೇ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸೈಡಿಂದ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಗಿಟ್ ಇಲ್ವ ಅಂತ ಬ್ಯಾಂಡೇಜ್ ಹೊಡ್ಕೊತ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ.
Starting to suffer as well. They have to move forwards, and now they're in the firing line of Team Flash. If It may well be enough.
ಇವರೇ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ ಗಾಂಚಿಗೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ.
Seems to be what they were trying to bid for. All the while, by the way, Kamikaze is still alive, so can't discount him just yet for getting the points that he may need.
ಇಬ್ಬರಿದ್ರು ಹೊಡಿಬೋದು NS ಅವರು.
Hyunbin and so easy now.
ಡೇಂಜರಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯರೇ ಉಳಿದದ್ದು ಅದೇ. ಹೊಡೆಯೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Draw their game out on 113.
ಹೋದ್ರು.
They will fall to
NS ಟಾಪ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್. S2G ಇದಾನೆ ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಮಗ. ಅದು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Nice the leaderboards. How far can you go here, though? I mean, for Team Flash, this is a golden opportunity to jump up placement points, to jump up, get a little bit more cash under the belt, be a higher ranking finisher. They have all four of their players alive. They're looking pretty chill. As I said before, S2G do have the slimmest of opportunities. For me, it's Kamikaze.
ನೋಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಆದರೆ ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಗ್ರೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮ್ ನಾವು ಗ್ರೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
Yeah, he's just trying to sneak it enough points to sneak his team into that smash zone. Any point matters though.
S2G ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ? ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಕೆಳಗಿದೆ. ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
Look at them. 13 eliminations. This team is trying to make a comeback of a lifetime, and this is how you do it. Got to get this win though. Anything less is not going to be enough for them to make that race to the top.
I mean, even
120 attack ಕಂಡೋದು.
It's still a long road for them to try and find. For Kamikaze, he needs to profit 6 more points on this match. Those can come from either increasing placements or getting eliminations to join that smash point bubble.
ಸ್ಮ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗೆ 4-5 ಟೀಮ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಎರಡು ಟೀಮ್. S2G ಕಾ
Kamikaze is there. He's put down. No longer do we have that storyline. The battle at the bottom of the tables rings true.
ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಅವರು ಜಪ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಚಿಕನ್ ಯಾರು ಹೊಡಿತಾರೆ? FL ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೋರಾ? ಹೋರಾ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಅದೇ. ಹೈಯರ್ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್. ಮತ್ತಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ?
This is the game of a lifetime for them. This is one of those opportunities that gets your squad excited, gets them pumped up to finally start putting everything on the line. You can see Team Flash here. Aura trying to push from the edge of the circle. They're going to start throwing all their util onto Vitality. That's the threat. If they can hold that rock and secure that position, this could be a solid chicken dinner for them.
Absolutely. A big chance. The nades keep on going forwards. 13 eliminations on side, and they want to add 2 more to the tally. Sky and Jiggle into the fight. Razak goes down first, immediately putting him out of business. Out of
very damage ತಗೊಂಡು ಒಳಗೆ ಬಂದ. ಅರೆ ನೈಸ್ ಕವರ್ ಬಾಯ್.
It's just too hot.
ಏನು ಕವರ್ ಕೊ?
Aura are on fire.
ಈಗ ಬಿತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಬೂಮ್ ಬೂಮ್. ಏಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ ನಡುವೆ ಏಕ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಶೇ FL ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. FL ಈಸಿ ಪೀಸಿ. ಆ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಂದ ಬಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕು ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್. ಅವ್ರು ಆ ಸೈಡ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ನೋಡು ನೋಡ್ಯಾ. ಹೋರಾನ ಬರ್ತಿರೋದು ಹೋರ ಅಂತ
They stretched their legs and moved out towards this north side to get control of the zone. This is what we've wanted to see from a lot of our teams, and
ಹೋರಾ ಬೇಣಗಲ್ ಹೋರಾ.
potentially a little bit too little.
FL ತುಂಬ ರಾಶಿ ಕೆಳಗಿದೆ. ಇವರು ಎರಡು ಜನ ಕೆಳಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೂಲಾನು ಕೆಳಗೆ, FL ಕೆಳಗೆ.
There is a real chance that they could catch up.
ಟಾಪ್ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋದ್ರು. ಇವತ್ತು ಮತ್ತು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದಾದ 2 ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬೋದು ಯಾರು ಚಾಂಪಿಯನ್ಸ್. NS ಅಥವಾ ಅದೇ ನಂದಂತೂ NS ಕಡೆ.
He's not moving a muscle here, and I don't think Alula realizes that he's even still there. They have to know there could be a threat in this area. But Quick is just hopping in the vehicle to get a little bit of extra third-person perspective and get some sightlines. Plus, he's protected there. He has no idea. They have no idea he's there. Hello! He missed the shots, though. Sky gets the knock. He gets shot in the back as win for Team Flash. Shuts down Aura's run.
ನೀವು ಈಸಿ ಹೊಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಗುದಂತ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ನಾಕ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಬ್ರು ಹೌದಾ, ಆದ್ರೂ 3 ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
Over the top though, Tops and Win look to put pressure onto Quick, and remember, Alula only really have 2 players to play around with here, Claus and Yasser.
ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ,
Looking to navigate
ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಂಟ ಗ್ರೆನೇಡ್
Flash can regroup.
ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾನೆ ಕಿಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ
Has a lot to face down on his lonesome here on this angle. Needs a big nade. Needs to find a knock pretty immediately.
ಓಹೋ ಆಯ್ತು ಮುಗಿತಮ್ಮ ನಿಂದು ಇನ್ನು ಕತೆ ಮುಗಿತಲ್ಲ ಈಸಿ
Volley of fire over the top of the rock. Sees Team Flash to the chicken dinner.
I'll take that one, that's for sure. Over 20
Nice.
points in that game. A massive one for them. I guarantee you, their coaches, everybody was telling him, right, hey, this is what you need to do if you want to make a run of it. And this is a start, right? This is a start. It's still a long road ahead, but now the road is there. You know what I'm saying? It had to happen in this game.
Nice game, boy. Nice game. ಹಾ ಆಡುದ ನಾ ಗಾಡಿ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಹಾಕ ಬರ್ತ ಒಂದು 10 ನಿಮಿಷ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕತ್ಲೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಖಾಲಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ನಾಳೆಗ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ವಾ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾಳೆಗ ಬರ ಬಂದೆ ಲಾಬಿ 40 minutes ಲೇಟ್ ನೀ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ರು ತೊಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ 45 minutes ಲೇಟ್ ಓಕೆ ಬಾಯ್ ಓಕೆ ವಿತ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಸೆಡ್ ವಾಚ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ವಿರಾಮ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೇಮ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಬೇಗ ಮುಗೀತದೆ ಸೊ ಟಿಲ್ ದೆನ್ ಬಾಯ್